Ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to have tonight is going to be one of the best shows you'll ever see. We have some of the best guys in this sport who have been around it, they've seen it all, and we're so thankful for what the Dirt Parlor has become. But this really captivates what year one looks like. And here we are in the infield of the Dome on the racetrack before the event starts.
When you got Jason Feger, and you got JD, and you got Nick Hoffman, and you got Shannon Babb, and you got all these drivers that believe in us, and we believe in them. And I can tell you, if you think you've seen some shit, you have no idea what's to come.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special episode of the Dirt Parlor podcast. We're here from the infield of the Gateway Dirt Nationals. Of course, joined by always my great co-host, Mr. Don Martin. We want to start this out by thanking our great sponsors. We want to thank Steve Martin with Nutrient Ag, Jeff Hoker with Hoker Trucking, Reed Millard with Millard Family Chapels, Checker Customs Screen Printing and Embroidery, Bodies by Skinny.
I think we just start by going a little bit around the table. We got the Babster starting over there. We got the wonderful promoter and Jeff Hoker in Hoker Trucking. We got Ashton Winger, and then we've got TERBO on staff with us. We were lucky enough to get Chris Simpson with us, and of course we got JD, of course, and Jason Feger. I mean, one of these guys is probably going to end up winning this race, and so let's get after it.
Yeah. Feger's got the mic ready to go. He's fired up over here.
It's not going to be you, Hoker.
Feger, talk about what you think of this race. Obviously, we got a cooler full of beer. You're already going. The boys are hanging out. It's kind of fun. Just this event's completely different than anything else we do. So, talk about what the vibes are like. I feel, as this event gets rolling.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like it's just really electric. It's a lot more like a Monster Jam, Supercross type atmosphere, especially Saturday when the big stuff hits. It's insane. I've been behind this deal since day one. I think it's awesome. Obviously, right here in Illinois, I love the bull rings with Macon and Highland and Belleville and Jacksonville. Like, we got a lot of small tracks, and I just love it. And it's a lot of fun, and we look forward to it every year. And I can't wait till Saturday night if they get the crowd that they're expecting, and to see the upper bowl going to be that full and this many people. It's just crazy because, we know as drivers it's the most expensive race we come to all year, but it's the same way for the fans, right? They're here for hotels. In the city's a little more expensive. The beer's a little more expensive. It's long days. You can't leave, but man, they show up here and they love it, and it's just awesome. And I just definitely can't wait.
The biggest thing is, and I was looking around here when I got here today, is being on the ground level. And we always see it on television. We see it on the screens, see the highlights. But this place is a lot bigger. When you're down here, the track's not as small as it looks like it is on television. Would you agree?
Probably not. It's just narrow. I mean, I still think the best year was the first year they didn't have the infield wall, and we could get a little bit lower. I wish they'd do a little something different down there. I think it'd be a lot better racing, but our cars are just so big. I mean, that's the problem. But it's probably bigger than you think it is. I mean, it's really probably not a whole lot smaller than like a Macon, but it's just narrow.
TERBO, what how many spoiler pieces are you gonna rip off this weekend?
I mean, normally, to be honest, I don't move my deck and all. Like, everybody's kind of tried to do different stuff with narrowing the right rear and all that, and I just don't feel like it's necessary for me to build 6 spare moved in deck pieces, you know what I mean? So it just all depends. Like, the first year I was here, I never blew the deck out, really. It was rough, and you could hit the wall, but it wasn't bad. And then, like last year qualifying, I don't think a car on Thursday had a deck in, just the way, if you were fast. I mean, he might have ran the bottom. I don't know.
More than likely.
Probably, you know what I mean? But, like, it's just the way definitely him. But, like, that's just the way it is. Like, that's for sure. Like he doesn't blow the deck out, but it's just, I mean, it's kind of like this guy right here. He's going to blow the deck out. You're going to go top 5 in the bottom. Feger's 50-50. JD's 50-50. 100% in the bottom. Babb. Vintage Babb blowing the deck all the way out. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know. Like I told him today, I said they've moved you further and further away from the main drag. Like, they're kind of like shitting on you. Like, they don't even put you in main drag anymore. Like, I don't know if they've lost faith, but it's just, it's just what you sign up for. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to, at some point, you might have to blow the deck out unless things play in your favor, but it's just, there it is. He's not going to blow the deck out. He's 5 years strong, never, dude, you have a chair. Hey, chair. He's not blowing the deck out. Absolutely not. How many deck pieces have you ripped out here? You have to talk. They can't hear you. You have to talk.
Can we mic us up? What is this? Is a half-ass deal? Yeah, I just watched it. I blew the deck out 2 years ago trying to chase down Sheppy and ended up getting two flat tires. So did not. No, it did not. No faster, no slower. Yeah, no good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Babb blew what was that, the first year you win the Friday night, and then you blow the whole spoiler off at the one year and they had the camera on you, and that was like, you know, everybody was Babb. This was when the place was just cheering Babb, so it was pretty good. But I feel like it's when they changed the racetrack and put more cup in it, it completely changed the dynamic of how it raced, you know, as a whole. But you know, I think that, you know, I mean, even looking at it this year, it looks different. So, yeah, are you going to blow the deck out at this year, or what are you going to do?
Well, I hope not, but for sure, over the years, he's got the place more compact. You know, the first couple of years, it was pretty soft and loose, and you could just really gas on it, and it was kind of spongy, but the downside of that, it got really deep holes in it, you know, and that's when we really tore up a bunch of stuff. So he definitely has the track better. But yeah, it looks like I always think that on Thursday night it's pretty flat, and then by Saturday night it starts to build a little cushion as the more the dirt gets moved up. So,
Ashton, I'm curious. You know, last year was your first time here, and it's obvious you fell in love with the event. You know, you've always talked about how this event kind of compares to the Illinois bull rings a little bit. You know, and then coming here, you feel like the atmosphere is the same. And talk a little bit about, you know, of coming this year, kind of expectations for yourself, you know, because you locked in last year. I mean, it's pretty exciting, and to come back to this and talk a little bit about that, because I'm sure a lot of people have got their eyes on you this week.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not. I usually do a bunch of dumb shit. So, honestly, a win for me would just be me and Gary not throwing 3/4 wrenches at each other by the end of the weekend. So, it's cool. Like, I think that the racing definitely has gotten better. Like, I think, like, I've come here and watched about every year, and you know, y'all touched on it some about, you know, when they cup the top. I think there's been times where people kind of have this idea that the racing's not as good as I think we're all out there maybe think it is. And I definitely think if it was going to be one lane, I think, you know, you're going to get a bunch of different answers. You know, I think, you know, me and TERBO and maybe Feger are going to say maybe, and for sure Vintage Babb, like TERBO said, you know, we're going to want it to be slide or die in the top. But, you know, Simpson, Hoffman, and JD, they're probably going to want to, you know, slow roll around the bottom and more finesse. But, I mean, I think, you know, I was talking to somebody earlier. I really feel like they've got a hang of it now. You kind of just do whatever the hell you want. And if you're good, you're good. And if you're not, you need to either work on your shit or pump your nuts up. So, I mean, I just, you know, as far as the event itself, it goes past the dome, you know. I mean, there's not very many places. I think we all kind of take this as serious as we should, obviously. But, you know, once we get done racing here, we all go hang out at the bars and the strip clubs. And, you know, we're talking about racing and shit away from the race, you know, the racetrack. So, it's cool. That's what I like, is the event spreads past the dome to me. So it's for me, it's all about the people, and I'm really excited for this weekend.
Hey, at the end of the day, like, the race fans would rather see a single file race around the fence than they would around the infield. 100%. Yeah. Don't matter where you go in the country. Yeah. If it's a single file around the fence, fans will love it.
Yeah.
Hoker, you're the only one that's not racing here, so you start drinking at, like, you know,
noon.
Yeah, before noon. I think I got some photos last year. It was long before noon. So,
oh, you're talking about during all week, the rest of the week?
Yeah.
O'clock. 100%.
Your liver prep for this weekend. How do you get your body ready for this?
That's my liver prep for the weekend. We just came back from Cabo, so that was part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a drunk phone call from Cabo, so yeah. Yeah, but so, I mean, a day in the life for Hoker at the Gateway Dirt Nationals, what's that look like? This run us through all of it.
Honestly, just hanging out. Like, You know, one of the coolest parts about this event is, like you guys said, not just the racing, but outside the event. You know, you can hang out downtown here, and there's about 100 bars down here you can go to, you know, and we get up in the morning, we go eat breakfast, we go to the bar and start drinking. I mean, it's a vacation of sorts for us, but, you know, just to hang out down here and have a good time with everybody in town. And, you know, what do you guys get, 38,000 or 35,000 to this deal? Like, that's unheard of for a dirt track race, right? And that's part of it, is just this time of year getting to come down here and hang out and have a good time, you know? I mean, I don't think you can duplicate this thing anywhere in the world.
Yeah. No, you can't. No, JD, you hold on to that now.
Yeah, we're coming to you. Because I wanted to ask him real quick. You're hearing these guys talk about you being finessed and running on the bottom a little bit. You know, what do you got to say about that?
They show them tomorrow. That's right. No, no, they. Yeah, for the past probably 5 years, that's probably where I've been. But earlier in my career, I was way wilder than Tyler or anybody really. But yeah, so the good part about it is they have plenty of time to calm down.
Well, you know, there's been a lot, because you made the comment about, you know, we didn't do a special wrap this week. We come here, this thing's already scratched up. Well, you're ready.
Yeah, we ain't scared to scratch this one, so it'll be, you know, I think I was a little easy on Ashton last year in the heat race. I probably could have given him a few chicken wings or something and started up front way more than I did, but.
I'm just worried about that poor bastard you fucking killed right here. We were, I mean, granted, he was getting lapped in 4 laps, but good God, but I mean, it's all fun. But I mean,
My reactions are slowing down a little bit. Okay?
well, I mean, that comes with that gray hair going on. That's
yeah.
I was to touch on. I remember the 5 year. I remember being a kid and when you were in Barry's car, and it might have been a drunken drink. Though, yeah, with the cape. And dude, I remember one night we were at Gaffney and I was with my dad, and I can't remember, and I don't remember if you were with Rumley or not, but you were leading or running second, and your damn fuel cell fell out.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me. Yeah, for sure.
So those don't let.
And I had enough fuel to go back around and ask my guys. I'm like, "Is that my fuel cell?"
Yeah, it was his fuel cell.
I shut the car off.
No, I remember that. That was he was
a lot of experience. A lot of experience, yeah.
But to touch, I guess, you know, you're probably a little older and more seasoned than me, but I don't see me calming down. Maybe he will, but we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I think
they're already tearing shit up. Look at this.
Exactly.
It's exactly what we were just talking about.
it is. Yeah, that's about right. Well, and I feel like for you, it's kind of hard because this is not your forte. You'd say you did win a race at Fairbury this year, so you got some bull ring under your. Yeah, right. So so now he's a bull ring guy again. But when you come here, is there do you carry on a different mindset? I mean, obviously we're all coming here just win it or wear it type dial, but it's everybody expects you to be up front. Right.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, if it ain't Eldora, then I'm no good, yeah.
I was watching back the other day, and they were giving shit because, at the end of the race last year, you're going a lap down, and nobody expects that from JD. So what, is this for you? Is this something you're trying? I mean, obviously you want to win it, but is it like you come here and are you expecting to go out there and whoop everybody's ass, or what is it?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could win. We expect that, and that's what we strive for every time we unload. But I mean, it is the dome. It's a lot of luck, but you have to have brakes go your way, and you have to have a fast race car. Now, maybe I don't know what to do to my car to be better in these conditions, but every year I come here and I work on it, and I feel like I've made the race every year. So we're okay. We're not great, but yeah, we'll just continue to try to get better. And
I gave you a little help one year.
A little bit of help, yeah. It sure did. I was on the restart. We communicate a little bit, but
Me and Chris communicated too. The worst part about me and Chris communicating that one year is it was under a red flag, and so we're sitting over here off of 2 going, and I'm like, just leave me a lane. And he says, if you fuck me on this deal, I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm like, I'm not gonna pass you. I just want to run second. Yeah. So it was, but you know, you gotta have. I don't want to say you gotta have friends here because not everybody's gonna help you, but like the luck factor in this event is as high as it could ever be.
You know, hell, we're not going to race each other or see each other for a couple months, so everybody's got time to calm down and forget what happened.
That's fair.
The other thing is, I want to talk about how important is the pill draw here.
Huge.
I hope it's really important. I hope you have to go out early to be able to be fast.
So he drew a 6 or something.
I drawed a 7.
7.
Yeah.
73.
6, 7.
46 or 47.
Yeah.
Be the front of your B group.
I know Overton was the first car out last year. He went quick time. I was first car out in 2022. Went quick time by like 6. It was something stupid, and then it fell off. And
Yeah, typically you got to be early. Yeah, I did too.
happen. In the bottom.
We were talking before the.
Stop.
We were talking. We were talking before the show though, and it's like I think as drivers we all like the way they drafted the AB format, and it kind of helps things. But like, it'd be
Not if
cool to
you're
see
on
him
fucking
take
Thursday.
another step further and do 4 teams, and then you're drafting AB, and then or just basically draft 4 teams, and those 4 teams pull a pill. So it'll be like Thursday A, Thursday B, and how it racks, and then it racks. So then it would like it would keep your groups. What they're doing is what you're trying to do is the right thing by getting the seeding the competition right, which is probably right for this event, but then we need to take one step further and seed the halves. So I think the 4-team format I think would be really cool. So whether you have a team Flow or team Hoker or whatever doing another draft, whoever, but I think that'd be a really good thing to take it to the next thing because track position here is so important. And the other hard thing about this place is the luck factor. There's no pit stops. So if you have a flat, and basically if you have any bad luck at all, you're done. Especially with the single night format the way it is, it's pretty much impossible to dig your way out of any sort of a hole here. It's very hard.
So my suggestion to Cody last year, obviously they did draft teams this year with Cody and Emma, and I said it should have been whoever won the prelim night the year before should be the captain, and they choose the nights. Like who races, because obviously you're gonna, if you're captain from Thursday and Friday, you ain't gonna want to race against him, or any of us, and it's like you pick shit and at the end of the day, you're gonna have to start choosing the good guys at the end, and so I felt like that was the ultimate way to even the nights out. If you had Sheppy, like last year, I think it was Sheppy and Opie or something that won their prelim nights. So they would be captains and they would choose, and you start out with the shit boxes first, and then you end up with the good guys.
Yeah, it would rough.
There's feelings in this sport.
First, like the first pick in their whole life didn't matter.
All right, we're gonna take that guy. Yeah.
First, yeah, y'all, dude. There's some.
$500 instead of Sheffy. Give them $500. You're the first pick because we think you suck.
Yeah. I'd pick that Bobby Stuffer Puss first every time. There's a guy on Race Pass, Bobby Stuffer Puss. And if you look at, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's a troll account, I'm telling you, but that'd be my first pick.
First pick, Ashton picks nobody that's entered to the dome. Yeah, they're like, Ashton, you got to pick somebody else. That guy's not on there. Yeah. Chris, you got something to say over there.
No, I mean, the thing about this place is it's just crazy. Like, I dog pissed Cody about this, the first 2 years about how it was so rough and tearing up stuff. But, I mean, I find myself coming back. I do. I did.
Somebody else.
I did.
No, you didn't.
I did this year. I brought my own shit.
That's not your own.
Yes, it is. It's my own car.
Yeah, no, it's still not Chris's own car.
The problem is like it's gotten so tough.
Yeah.
And so
Wait a minute.
competitive,
You used to own that car.
Who owns it?
I don't think that one's yours.
Huh?
I mean, it looks like yours.
I mean, 90% of that car is mine.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Who's the shocks?
Yeah, the shocks are mine. I promise you that. So, I mean, the cool thing about this place is just it's to me it's not a race, it's a show. Like what Cody has developed here is just insane. I'll have one. Yeah, I mean you can tear up a lot of stuff, and like everybody gives me shit about running the bottom, like, but I'm telling you, like the first year I was here, I slid Bob Gardner for the lead in the first heat race and went to the top and won the heat race. So it's just, you got to do what you got to do here. And it's,
Wait a minute. Who slid you last year? Was that last year?
yeah,
Was that last year?
yeah, that was Thornton. Yeah, that was your
Was that
driver.
2 years ago?
Your driver.
Wait a minute. What? I don't remember.
Yeah. And I said,
Gave him a bonus when the race was done too.
give a shit.
No,
whose
but I
name's
walked
on
him
the
in
side
when
of that
he was
thing.
in his underwear. I walked Thornton in there. I said, let's get this shit settled right
Yeah.
now. It was a true story. That did happen. Did that not happen?
It did happen, yeah. I said, yeah, I was in my own.
He was in his underwear.
Old man to get your big brother out to apologize to you.
Not in his underwear. I don't think he
Yeah,
come to
Thornton
my
wasn't in his
trailer
underwear.
Yeah. Yeah.
They weren't both in their underwear. They thought about it when it was all over, but that was a whole nother story.
Had to go get your big brother and bring him down to apologize to you for beating up on you.
Yeah. No. I said in my interview, I said, I don't give a shit whose name's on the side of that thing. If
You
you
did
want to
say
come
that.
over and fight, let's go.
He did say that.
So yeah, I mean, just what Cody's done here is just, it's insane.
All right, no doubt. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He'll fight his own brother, so he'll definitely fight anybody.
But anyways, what he's done here is insane. I mean, to do what he's done in this little short of time and 8-9 years or whatever he's done, I've talked shit about him and said that this is terrible and this and that, but I come back every year. So I'm excited to be here. Love to put on a show for the fans and all the families coming. So it's just cool to be here. I brought my son here for the first time. He's skipping, basketball tournament. So it's just cool to.
I thought he was sick.
Actually, my daughter plays volleyball in this place. Like Gordy came here and supported my daughter and was like, played volleyball on these courts, like inside this place. So it's
Seen no shit like this. We walked back in where our pit area is. They put probably 60 volleyball courts all the way labeled all the way through the center, all the way back to the back pit area where it is. It's just volleyball courts. As far as you can see, there's way more people probably in there than we ever have. It was insane. It was cool, and it was really.
First part of that. Fuck.
I mean, Ashton, there's a reason you went to jail. So I mean,
No, but the weather is here. The weather. What about this weather though?
He still hasn't brought my trophy back to me.
yeah.
Fuck that trophy. I hope that kid likes it.
And real quick here, I want Nick, being St. Louis, Belleville, right across. This event for you has got to be. This has got to be like on the bucket list, man.
Yeah, I think if I won this event, I could probably call my career good. Like I would be happy with whatever. And
That's
a lot
all
of
it takes.
yeah, pretty much it for me. Like I don't give a shit.
Win this year.
Yeah. It is a big deal for me. Like just being across the river. Cody's one of my best friends. And I don't know. It's kind of I've been in the situation to win in both divisions, and even in the midget, I ran really good in the midget here, and I wish he'd bring him back, but them guys really didn't support it. It was a hell of a time. So, yeah, I don't know. This deal here would be pretty surreal for me if I could win it, but yeah, like they said, it just takes so much luck, and a lot of things has to play on your side and stuff. So you just never know, and yeah, for me, it's a huge event. Cody gives me shit every time he comes to my bar that I have my 2 prelim night trophies sitting kind of front and center, and I still don't have the big one. So he's like, "Yeah, it'd look a lot nicer if you had the actual trophy on Saturday." But he gives me shit every time he comes over.
Babb, I'm gonna ask you. So, you win the original event here, right? And as much doubt as there was to everybody about this event, and that first feature was as good as it'll ever be. But I kind of want to know what that, being in victory lane and getting out, the first person to really get out of the dome and see what was kind of happening at that time, what that was really like, because the emotion that you showed in victory lane that night is not something you see a lot out of you.
Yeah, it was wicked. It really was. I mean, as far as like racing, and I mean, like, every lap I was like, I cannot believe what the hell's going on. I mean, like there was no inside wall, so there was tires there, and it kept getting better and better every lap. Like me and Fegers have talked about this. Our our cars are so wide whenever you turn in the corners that you need more room, and it raced great, I thought, when it was like that. But yeah, I can just remember thinking, I don't know if I'm going to run fifth or win this thing. It was just, we were swapping around, just bouncing, and it was cool. It was awesome. I mean, just like you said, you're in here, you're in the dome, and you're on the gas. It's not even right, really. It's just crazy. So I don't know. I mean, just the group of guys we were racing with was cool. I mean, it had Scott and Daryl Lanigan, I think, and O'Neill and Feger.
First time Daryl Lanigan ever smiled in an interview.
Yeah.
100%. I've never seen him smile in an interview, and he got out and he was smiling.
You wouldn't think he was a bull ringer.
Yeah, Daryl's never had a scratch on his car, so you know he was going to be pissed if you hit him, you know. So, but no, everybody was just here to have just to see what the hell it was going to turn out to be. Like, nobody had a clue what this was even going to be like. And then after that first night, it's like, oh, okay, this is cool. So yeah, that I mean, can't believe how many years that been. 10 already, probably. But
yeah, 10 years, because this is year 9, but we lost COVID.
One of the things too, I wanted to ask you guys, all the wraps. Naturally, it's the big thing. I think the fans they're just soaking it up, and I'd like to each one. Yeah, I know you guys are following it too. You've seen different ones you like and what you don't. I'd like to know what some of the ones you guys all like that you've seen going. That's pretty badass.
Babs, you do anything cool? You got the stock standard.
no, I got a lot of big ideas, or my friends got a lot of big ideas, but I'm the only guy that drills this shit and pops the rivets. So I raced all summer long, and the last 2 weeks I've been deer hunting, and I'll be honest, God, I got my motor. I think Vic got my motor back to me like last week, and I put it in Monday. Started it last night about 12:30. Put oil in it, fired it up, and loaded it up. So, old Blue is here again. It's ready for battle, but I'll rub a little love on it, and I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, everybody gives a shit for putting new bodies on and new wraps and everything for here, but at the end of the day, it's about selling merchandise, and you want to bring a well-presented car here also for the sponsorship side and everything else. There's more eyes on this race than probably any other race that we'll see for the rest of the year, but the couple ones I like, TPOs, I think is badass. It's really good. Feger's is pretty sweet. Kenny Schrader, it's really cool, and I'll be the guy that says, like, Bobby's looks like shit. I have no clue what the hell Fallout is. I'm not a part of it. Like, I'm younger, but
I mean, you got to.
Garrett's is sick. Like, that is pretty impressive.
He put the most work. Dude, like, that bumper, that ain't standard. Like, you can't. Yeah, you'd have to fucking build your own bumper, all that shit, the roof, everything. Yeah, so his is definitely, Garrett's is the most work, and I feel like that gets you the best. If you put the most effort into it and it doesn't look like dick, like, you win. Like, I would give Garrett the money right now because that's cool enough.
And this thing looks like it's from the 90s, and it's going to roll around here all hiked up and rolled on the right front. It's going to look badass. Like, it's going to be pretty wild.
For sure. I mean, I wouldn't have done all that with none of y'all.
I was going to move my deck and all this stuff, and at the last minute, we're like, hell with it. We're just going to cut it off a little bit and roll with it. It'd be fine. I'm going to knock it off anyway, so what's the matter? Yeah.
So he did all that to destroy this sumbitch, probably. Right? Like, if we're being honest, like, it's not gonna.
Car is like, yeah, Garrett's car owner's from the same area I'm in, and it's like 2000, 1999. Like, that's how our cars looked. Like, my first pro stock looked like Garrett's car.
They looked way worse than that.
Yeah. I mean, mine looks way worse than that, but the way he did it, I was like,
I was really impressed. Like, it really looks good. It really looks
Yeah, but like our tires were sticking out of the body back then, like monster wheel wells. The nose still wasn't nothing like that. It was because back then you still had to hand make all your own floppers. We couldn't even buy a flopper. We were still cutting them out of. That was the worst thing on the whole car to make was a flopper back then. When you had to do it out of a flat sheet, and you probably mess up 10 more than you got right.
I told Chad, my crew guy, I'm like, there ain't no way he's racing that car at the they just did that body for fun, and then they're going to put a different body on the race at the Dome, but as far as I know, he's racing that whole car at the Dome.
An AI. It might have been AI.
I wish we'd all race those noses.
Pretty badass. So that they did that.
Yeah, we've all said that forever. Go back to like that old Camaro nose or the last nose without the big wicker bill on the bottom of it, where we could just bolt it right through the front and get that off there and fly it across there. I think would be way better.
Say something for the series is on like what.
So you're saying if he wins this race, you'd be like, there you go. Fucking don't need it. You know what I mean? Seriously.
I said the other day, I said, I hope he busts our ass in that thing, so that way we got to go back to it. Like, we don't have a choice.
The way this sport has become, I mean, you can see all the pictures on Facebook or whatever as far as the decks being twisted and all that stuff. I mean, it's hard for a weekly racer or not, just a guy that does it like me and Gordy do it, or even Feger a little bit. Like, it's hard to do it. Not like JD, he cheats all the time, but I mean, it's hard to keep up with all that. It's hard to keep up with that stuff. Like,
I just drive.
There's so much going on behind the scenes on how much stuff's changing, or the deck's moving to the right, or the left front's moving to the left. Like, it's hard to do, but with Garrett doing what he's doing, it's like, holy shit, this is like 20 years ago, bringing it back, and it's like, is this maybe what we should do?
Put that nose on for Eldora and win, then it would fix everything, right? You just next year you want to go to Eldora for the Dream, just throw that nose on there.
I'm not going to be the only one.
I want to go back to Don's question a little bit, though, about the bodies and the cars and stuff. Like, I think as drivers, we all love getting to do new looks and do new bodies and stuff, but we race so much in the summertime, it's very hard to do. And then this time, we all get a little bit of downtime, so it's a little easier to prep up the merch, prep up the bodies, come up with some ideas, and then you got time to reset again before we go again. But, like, when we're racing 4 nights a week, you think about doing a scheme change and stuff, it's hard. Or even, like, for me, it's hard to reveal something going into the world anymore, or the PDC and stuff, because that's like right off of Summer Nationals, and you're right off of 4 and 5 day all big money stuff. So it's really hard to revamp. It's a lot harder to do a revamp, I feel like, for those events than it is this event. But, like, as drivers, like, you see the Cup guys, they change stuff all the time, and drag race guys, like, we would love to come up with cool schemes, and we all got a lot of ideas and do stuff all the time. It's just logistic wise for us, and it's not just the one car, then it's the spares and the colors. It's a lot of work. So this gives us, I think, just that downtime before and after really helps allow us to be able to do that stuff.
And real quick, been a lot of talk this week, of course, with the open tires. We got, and
well, Nick tested them.
Yeah, and Nick tested them and said there was really no with the American racer in
I'll throw Cody right under the bus.
Throwing you out. You're fucking yanked in tech. Bro, fucking yanked. All right, so we can't be last in qualifying.
Oh, there's tire check. But
say it up for yourself.
Do they know what it does on races?
I will say I have never heard of a motherfucker on American Racers getting thrown out on tires. So, I mean, God forbid we admit that the motherfucker's got a monopoly on everybody and got us all bent over the barrel and fuck us till we're raw. God forbid they have any liability.
Racers tomorrow? You'll see when he drops the gate.
Yeah, so I drive this thing, and I rolled out there, and it was a brand new car, brand new motor, all this situation, and I've made 1 million laps around East Lincoln. I just got out of this elite car that I had built for Kohler, and we ran UMP tires and racers, drove around there just fine at East Lincoln.
So you were stuck.
Where is that?
North Carolina, like half hour down the road. You wouldn't know. It's terrible. It's a quarter mile. It's pretty small. And so I've made 1 million laps there. I raced there growing up, racing modifieds and stuff. And so I ran Kohler's car, ran around there just fine. We got that deal done. Modified side, I didn't feel like there was much of a difference one way or the other. I felt like either way you could win. It's more or less what you got more experience on. So the late model side, I was kind of interested because I've never bolted a racer on any late model I've ever drove. And
you ain't never been to East Alabama?
Yeah, I don't. So I don't know nothing about this stuff. And they got different tread patterns and all kinds of shit. They had that one that looks like a big block tire. And I don't know nothing about any of these compounds, nothing. So I go out there to hot lap this thing the first time, just shake it down. And I come in after like a lap. I'm like, dude, this thing's awful. Like I felt like I never drove a race car before. It was either off the throttle and I picked the gas up and it'd go from like falling on its face to just wide open. It felt like it was 9,000 RPM like right now. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what you got going on, but this thing sucks. And so come in, and they work on carburetor for
yeah.
What?
Dude, this Dylan Thornton might be a wheel man. Are you saying Dylan Thornton's a wheel man?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan Norton can drive. Yeah, could put,
It'll
yeah.
just be at 9,000.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you. So it was a brand new like motor combination, everything. I mean, this thing he built it as a all aluminum wet sump motor, and so it's a whole different package. And so they can't get it lined out. And what it ended up being was the carburetor was tuned way too lean, so it would basically just fall on its face because it had no fuel. And then once the fuel would get to it, I mean, it was right here, right now, and it was like 900. And I could not drive it the entire time. And so one way or the other, I ran consistent laps on both racers and Hoosiers, but it was more or less me like not trying to crash, not trying to die every single lap. And when I got done, I was like, Cody, you have to get in this thing and drive it. And he's like, no, I'll crash this thing. And I'm like, no, you need to get in it because, like, if you are sitting in the infield and watching me, you're like, this guy's never drove a fucking race car ever. Like, it was wheel spin all the way down the straightaway. It was terrible. And so we didn't give it a fair shot. So whether you want to run racers or Hoosiers, it's up to you now because I did what I could.
To see if there are guys that really do just put racers on. Like, I mean, it's going to be something different. I don't know how much tires play a massive advantage into this race just in general. Like, I don't, it doesn't seem to me like nobody's, I mean, really the tires you start on at the beginning of the night, you run throughout the feature, and most time you can run them on Saturday too. I mean, I don't know how many times really anybody's bolted something new on maybe for the feature on Saturday night, but you're not changing to a harder compound for the.
This place doesn't touch tires. Like, we don't.
You have to run a 3 too. I don't know if y'all know that because I was loading up and I had 2s. You have to run a 3. Yeah. There you go. He's fucked.
I don't think I have any.
Bullshit. You have to run a 3, and we've never ran 3s here. Swear to you.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Swear to you because I didn't bring a 2 because.
This shows you how many drivers pay the fuck attention. Nope, nobody pays attention.
You got 3s, right?
No. Sitting here in the infield with guys who've all made this A main numerous times and not nobody knows the fucking tire rule.
Never ran a 3, and I was like, no, for real.
I think he's bullshitting.
No, it is. It is right rear 3.
And that's the first year ever because I ran 2s every year, and everybody's
This isn't a good 3. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel
a good 3 track. It's a fucking 44 track, baby. Racers at 48 now, but no bullshit. That's going to be a difference, and that's where I think.
Yes, it's 3s.
I'm just but that's what
Racers. I like brought $150.
Yeah, you got to get the babies in the roller tonight.
better if that's the case because I don't know anything about American racers, and Ray would never lie, but a 3 could be a fucking 1100 at this point. You know what I mean?
I've ran racers. I ran them at Kokomo a few years ago and won my heat race and was really good, like kind of on that XR stuff. And then I picked the wrong ones in the feature. I wasn't sure what to do, but it definitely has a different feel. But even when I go to New Zealand, they run a lot of racers and Hoosiers, and like, I mean, it's not exactly the same compound, but it's close. But there definitely is different characteristics, and I feel like I don't know how many laps you would run, Nick, but I feel like maybe on short runs or long runs, like I feel like there can be a difference probably once we start talking longer runs. But I don't know that we're gonna have a long run here. And if there's one place that probably doesn't matter, it'll be this place. But from my experience, there definitely is different characteristics, and at certain times, one can definitely be better than the other. I mean, personally, I don't like it. I hate getting beat by just the wrong tire. I wish we all had to be on the same tires all the time. But a lot of guys say it the other way. I'd rather be set up and driver. But a lot of guys feel like the tire. A lot of guys feel like the tire.
Let's talk about tires a little bit.
So there's different opinions there, but I just don't like it. I don't like, oh, this guy's better than me because he put on this right rear tire, so he picked up 2 tenths or fell off 3 tenths. I'd rather him beat me because you beat me, because you set your car up better and your car is better, not, or you drive better, not because you just happen to pick the right tire or the track change or this or that. But a lot of guys have different opinions on that, but that's always been my opinion on it.
I wish we had 50 tires to pick from.
550.
Awesome.
I'm
It'd be.
gonna say like what Ed always tells me. There's power in numbers. If we was all out there on American racers, I guarantee American racers are gonna win.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what my tire rule is? Just like 4 2s or 4 10s, and that's it. Figure out how to save them, make them last. Soft tires only, no hard tires. Make them last. Make you save your tires. Figure out how to use them. Everybody wants to put these hard tires on. Well, that's when we can get stuck in the middle of the track and do this, that. If we were on soft tires, we'd be slipping and sliding. People have to figure out how to take care of their tires, and we'd race all over everywhere.
Nope, no shot. Because the only reason I can run with him at Sonoya when he's donkey fucking us is because I got 2s and a 4 on, which he did too, or whatever, 2s and a 3. But like we go to Charlotte and you can put soft tires on. Everybody thought I was silly. Made him fucking both days. I was the only car on him, and it works out. If you don't have that variable, the race at Charlotte's terrible. Everybody would agree.
Yeah.
You can't pass. So if you have the right tires on and everybody has the same tires, you're not going to pass. If somebody has soft tires, they can blow through their 6 cautions. Shit happens.
Yeah, I don't agree with this whole tire stuff. Like, I grew up on 55s on a big half-mile track, and it took a guy that could know how to use the throttle, manage their tire, and win a race. Like, to me, in the Midwest and Iowa, like, soft tires to me is a Band-Aid for all the other racers. Like, it is what it is. I feel like some of the regional series is like WDRL used to be, or MLRA used to be. It used to be all 55 tires. I feel like they should go to it. I feel like the racing would be better. Everybody yells at me and says that soft tires and this and that would be better, but I feel like, I still to this day, I feel like if you put 55s on us, take spoiler off, and let us race, guys like JD and those guys are going to shine because they know how to work the throttle instead of just run the cushion.
Motherfucker, he wins 30 races a year. How many do you want him to win?
Yeah, but my complaint about what you're saying is, like, that's great, but the night it rains, the track's over water, and we're on 55s, nobody's steering, we're all crashing, you have no traction, and then the new edge is far superior to the old edge, and that tire took an hour to prep, where a soft tire you don't has no prep. So that there's, to me, the hard tire rule is way more expensive because I know you're not using them, but that new edge is a night and day advantage. And I've ran that tire rule in, like, even in the sportsman cars and the late model stuff.
What are we talking about? We don't prep.
Grooving.
I've never.
It takes what's a good
prepped a tire in my life.
A good tire guy, how long does it take him to do a hard tire? 45 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, and you could do it 20 and 15. Do it 20 and 15. I mean, like, that's where I'm at.
Like, build the fucking things how we're supposed to race them and bolt them on and race them. It would save me, a crew guy. I'm the one doing the tires all year. So
that's
me
a
and
whole
Chad
different thing.
Simonson.
The grooving.
So I have 2 guys.
Sounds like you should hire another guy.
So yeah, I should hire another guy.
Tight ass.
Berg's money, I would hire another guy, but I don't. So it's just me and him. So it's like, let's just bolt tires on. We can fucking race and go race.
Way more on.
And you say about not hooking up. The fastest I've ever went around Paducah, which is a fast track, was on rear 40s. It was MLR, or not MLRA, it was a Mars race when we had to run hard tires, and that is the fastest I've ever went around that track was on hard tires. So it's not always, we're going to hook up right now, I feel like, no matter what we have. So my mindset is, when you would have to conserve and manage your tires, unhook the car would be better.
Yes, I agree.
The only thing on that to me is, like you were saying, to me it's like taking that gamble and having a chance of guys taking off early and slowing down later or whatever. Like, I mean, I know at Fairbury the one year I put on 2s and a 4 because I just thought, like, hey, I start 19th. I gotta.
Like, you can pass on. Why do we got to worry about tires to put on a race? Why can't we build racetracks or prep racetracks so we can actually race?
I'm with JD and Turbo. Like, I wish we had all the combinations. Yeah, right. Options.
Whatever,
yes.
The right area, you need 3 or 4 tires.
Yeah.
Listen, there is plenty of nights we all are on the exact same tire and put on the best shows there is in the country. So it should be on us to pick tires to put on the race. The track should give us tracks to race on. We're going to put on a show if the track gives us a race.
The problem is some of us, like, it's like so hard. Like, say we have 4 different tire compounds. Like, between heat race, I win the heat race, and I'm, like, between you and me, like, I'm grinding tires. So, like, how do you decide who's judging what tires we are when, like, at the end of the day, we need guys like me, guys like just lower end guys,
Gordy.
me and
Like me.
Get the bottle out.
Babb. Like, you guys need us to keep up.
Absolutely.
I don't have an extra guy. It's me and Chad. Like, I'm making the tire, like, adjustment, like what I say goes on. But it's so hard when, if there was 50 different tires to choose from, there ain't no way I'd even show up to these races.
Well, listen, we could talk about tire debacles forever. I mean, they've dropped the ball and screwed that situation up so many times it's not even funny. I mean, this year's a good example, like, right? But, like, I don't ever see it for changing.
Turbo, you know where this goes?
Fucking right rear. They said it today, too. But that's straight up. This.
Oh, we finished side by side.
Dude, this. Okay, so I have. He's no longer one of the best crew guys I've ever had, Corey Rachel. I hope he watches this. I go to the driver's meeting, and I don't pay attention to shit. And, like, where does everybody run their transponder? No, because, dude, you hit the. Yeah, not today, buddy. Don't do it tomorrow. Because me and this guy, we finish, and he's a full nose ahead. We hit the scales, and they're like, you won. I'm like, no. He fucking won. Well, he had his on the right rear, I had mine on the left front. That's another thing. It's just stupid. And that's just race direction in general.
Why the hell is there a rule? Put it where the hell you want to put it. That'd fix everything. Put it where you want to put it.
If you're going to put it on the right rear, it's going to rip off. Like, it's just,
why do we need more rules? We don't need more laws. We don't need more rules.
It's
just
stupid. But, yes, you have
let
to
us
put your
decide where we want to
transponder
put
on the
it.
right rear here. And
That's
you have
your
to
own
run right rear
problem.
3. Yeah, that's
if it's
that's
clicking,
a
let it
fucking bad
click.
day. That's stupid. Yeah, but the problem is, dude, you. Yes.
Yeah, I wish they need to build like a deal in the middle of the car where, like, when you go past the line the first time, you slide that son of a bitch all the way forward.
Days when I used to race those outlaw carts, you would qualify, you'd hold it back here. When you come back, you fucking do it like that.
What's that, a 10th? You think it's a 10th?
What? I don't know what it's worth. It's got to be worth something. It's worth a little bit.
Yeah, it's 3 foot forward. Yeah,
it has to be mounted solid. How about that? Wherever you put it, it has to be mounted there.
Yeah, well, and I mean the thing is for all of us, like we all race up and down the road. We do all this shit. Derek wants to go out and work on the race. He said he was done working on the racetrack tonight. He lied. He's probably trying to get some TV time. Yeah. But we all go up and down the road and we all race with all these rules and all this shit. And don't get me wrong, we all bitch about them every day. We sit in circles like this and we all complain. But to me, it's just like, I feel like we just talk on deaf ears, right? Like it doesn't matter if you put 50 of us in a room. They don't really give a shit what we think because we're all just dumb enough to keep showing up. Like, I mean, we all roll in and everybody shows up. It doesn't matter. Like, it's 10,000 to win, or it's 5,000 to win and 500 to start.
Photographers and journalists. Nobody has ever worked on a race car or owned a race car or drove a race car makes any sort of rules in our sport for the most part. And it's like, well, yeah, but I mean.
Just so for the people at home, Turbo just said Francis did. So just so we know.
But you know what I mean? That's the problem. They don't want to listen to us. And I feel like the more rules they've made, the worse they've gotten our sport. Like, they just need to let us. I mean, we need some rules, but it's like they're getting us in the box that's getting it bad. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah. You gonna wave them down? Yeah. Hey, we're gonna have to shut this baby off for a minute.
So bad, the box they've got us in. What you can do, like this year's a good example. You can't put a $20. You can't.
Hey Jeff, see if you can get this on video.
What? Oh, yeah.
It's like, hold on, just stop this shit.
This will be good. Oh, look at that. We got some pole around here.
He was just showing off that little Farmall Turbo. That thing is good looking.
Like an hour. That shows how much pole we got around this motherfucker. And Nick goes over and says, hey, we're not packing the track right now. Shut that baby down. I know, I'm telling you.
What's he doing with that thing anyway?
Like, even this year, like, they made that biscuit illegal on the left front. It's what is it, $25 bump stop and a chain on the left front's illegal. But we can run internal springs in our shocks or internal stops. Like how stupid. The left front, like, how people limit their left front lower, you can't run a puck.
I need to get on Facebook more often.
You don't even know how to operate Facebook.
Control arm has a chain, and you fucking plain dumb.
The other night was like, how did they even pick this draft on what night we were? I had no idea how to do it. So the other night I'm on.
Just random. I had no idea.
I had to talk him how they did a draft process and had to talk him how to get on Facebook and whatever else. So he had no idea why anybody was where they were at. So he's zero on social media. But I don't know. like I said, we can bitch all we want.
Well,
all we're gonna do is
We're going to stop bitching right now because I want Mr. Hoker's going to make a nice announcement and talk a little bit about what's going on.
What are we talking about?
What's going on in the racing world and your promotions a little bit, what you can.
Are we talking about August maybe? Is that?
That's right. We're talking about August.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool deal, actually. So it all kind of fell together kind of last minute, honestly. So we do that Hawkeye 100 deal, which is obviously in August. And this year we had to move it back a week. Knoxville Nationals sprint car race was moved back a week. So I'm like, well, our Hawkeye 100, we can't go against that. I won't go against that. It's suicide. We moved it back, and we got lucky just because this is the first year I can remember that Lucas Oil, JD probably knows, has never gone Batesville to Pennsylvania. They've done that forever, right? You guys raced Batesville and then went out to Pennsylvania.
Somebody finally got a road map.
Yeah, so this year they took that week off, right? So I didn't even see it, actually. Brenda Kai, who we partnered with on Hawkeye 100 with K Promotions, called me. She's like, well, you say Lucas is off that week. I'm like, well, that's cool. We get some of the guys up here. So I started searching around, and I started throwing out some messages, and I started asking, like, we got to put a race somewhere between Batesville and Maquoketa, because they're Batesville one weekend, and we're Maquoketa's the next. So let's put something in Tri-City or wherever, Spoon or something, to keep some guys around and give them some money to race for, right? So I actually text Ben Shelton, and I'm like, hey, you guys got a flow race that week or anything going on? Because I hadn't seen their schedule yet. And he said, oh, no. But there was one date open. They had one left. So literally within 24 hours, he's like, well, we had Marshalltown that don't have a race yet, so maybe do something in Marshalltown. And Mason City kind of wanted to race, Mason City, Iowa. So we went, and in 24 hours, from getting something put together to race, they're racing Lucas Oil's down in Batesville and that weekend before, and then we're going to race. We kind of created the Iowa Speedweeks, I guess, in a sort. We're going to race Marshalltown on Tuesday night for $20,000 and Mason City on Wednesday night for $20,000. And then we're going to go to Maquoketa on Thursday night with an open practice, and then we're going to race at Hawkeye 100 on Friday for $12,500 and on Saturday for $25,000. So, I think we put a hell of a weekend together there, to make that happen for guys who want to stick around and race and, and make it worth their while, I hope. That was kind of our whole idea was to, give these guys something to race for and with good money, So the guys are interested, and I just think it'll be a great deal for them.
That's badass for Iowa. We haven't had shit in the last couple of years besides what Hoker's done. So as far as him doing that, I'm going to do $2,500 to whoever is the top point guy that week. And I'll do it to 5-star, so you can get Milwaukee product, 5-star product, nuts and bolts, whatever you want. But we're going to do that for Jeff and doing all that. So
by the way, I knew nothing about that till right now.
He has
I knew nothing about that.
No. So I just want to advertise that. Like, whoever does that, I'll do $2,500 on top of that to whoever wants to support it and make it better. This fucking Cody. Yeah. Sorry, I tried to advertise something and Cody came in, but
Clyde.
There ain't a party till Clyde's here.
So yeah, I just want to. Hoker had no idea about this, but I want to throw that in there.
Nobody cares what you're saying anyway. Man, we got a party going on here, guys. What's going on? Get them out. Yeah, beer. There beer in the cooler? Yeah. Well, damn. Parch. Right on Big Red gets you parch. The hell's this thing?
Oh, what's my mic?
Here we go. Who we got here? Oh, Dick Hoffman. Hey, Dick Hoffman in the house, everybody. Right there. Jonathan Dickenport. I don't know who this fella is. Don't you touch that thing. Be careful, it'll bite back. Look
That
at
thing
this guy.
allowed at Eldora?
Do what?
That fucking trike. Eldora? Allowed? Not allowed.
No, 4 wheels or no wheels, they said. So, man, y'all very charismatic or whatever the hell they call it.
What's your shirt say there, Clyde?
What do you mean, my favorite shirt? Hold my beer, watch. You want to see my favorite shirt?
You been getting any work done around here?
Damn.
Of course, Clyde did. I mean, damn, isn't it obvious? Who's this fella? You look like a damn conehead or something going on.
Me?
Yeah, what's going on? You got Jonathan Davenport here, Dick Hoffman, Shannon Boobers. Yeah, where Tyler Carpet Muncher at, huh? Huh? Where's he at? He's the one I want to talk to.
He's probably changing a diaper right now.
Damn, he got about 10 of them, so I believe it. See, he needs to learn that there's an insert and there is a pull out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pull out. He apparently didn't learn that in West Virginia. I even learned that. Son of a bitch.
So what you been doing around here? What's Cody got you doing?
Supervising. See, I supervise the whole thing. That's why it looks so good. Cody, he done just, I ain't gonna say much, but you know, Cody done. He ain't there. He ain't all there. You know what I'm saying? So
he's got a lot on him this week. I mean,
yeah, he brought me in to fix it.
Are you his uncle or something?
I'm his cousin. You know, it's a weird deal. It's a long story. Some family, and we did some things we shouldn't have done, and you know what I'm saying? But yeah, real talk here. But you know, we're here. Family supports family. You know what I'm saying?
So what you got going on the rest of the weekend? Are you going to be involved in some of the heat race?
So I am the show. Let's be clear. I am the show.
They didn't everybody come here to see you. You're just the help.
Damn ain't nobody here right now, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I kind of have a different reason for being here now. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it sure ain't for the women, because they ain't coming after you, I promise you.
He's the only one talking about going to strip clubs.
Damn, I'm just going to tell you, where do y'all think your ladies are right now? I'm room number 123 over there at the Holiday Inn, and they're all waiting in line. I can promise you. Okay? All right. Well, I've had enough.
Mine was walking weird earlier. She did leave the Holiday Inn, too, oddly enough.
I took real good care of her, too.
Hey, this race ain't got no weight rule, so I took my starter shit off. So can you push me with the tush push bar all weekend long?
Like how you notice that, Dick. Yeah, that's got a tush push bar on it. And, yeah, they're stripper poles right on their back. See them? See them? See stripper poles? Well, you know, I don't like the big ones, so. Littler the better, you know. I'm only talking about height, by the way. All right, it's awful quiet here. It's kind of fucking weird. But anyway, I'm going to go back to doing what I do. Y'all have fun. Clyde Pride, I'm out.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Clyde. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see. Yeah, I hope this thing don't start.
Push start him.
Yeah.
About as reliable as Gordy's love life.
Oh, yeah.
Another one that forgot to pull out.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll see. Get some donuts, Clyde.
God. Nick, since you ain't got a starter on your rig, maybe you'll full.
Oh, Jesus. Well,
Yeah. What's the funniest part is, like, I've known Cody for 15 years now. I mean, he worked for me when I was 16 years old, and I was an absolute nobody. And he got laid off from Ganassi, had nothing going on, so he just started working for me, like, trying to get me sponsorship and marketing and stuff. And that is Cody to a T. Like, that's how nobody sees Cody in that situation and, like, that form. And I've seen it a million times. So it's just hilarious to me because, like, everybody gets to see it now, and it's pretty awesome.
Best part is, I think too. Yeah, he's probably gonna get on me for saying this, but the best part about Cody is if you can keep him out to about 4 or 5 in the morning, when you know he's going really good, his ass will be out. You get we had the one year at Cedar Lake when he was helping Scott, or with Scott, we got all these people with the trailer, and they're just piling around there, and we look out, and Cody's just got his pants pulled down below his ass cheekins. He's just walking around, just shaking it, just carrying on. So it's cool because to have a guy like Cody as really the main part of this event, he makes the event. He knows that it needs to bring as much entertainment and as much hype and all these things. And I think that's one of the things too about him is, don't get me wrong, he does it his own way, but he does listen to us. Like he will sit and have a conversation with us at the end of the day and understand that things need to change or we need to do something a little bit different.
He was a racer first. He didn't take pictures or journalism or nothing. He back in the day, he was racing like a sportsman steel block at LaSalle like a long time ago. Like that's what so I was like, he's a racer at heart. Like he has a crazy vision.
He's probably having way more fun in his hotel room right now than we are racing. I promise you.
Go Clyde or Cody. Yeah, it sounds like Clyde's doing good. Yeah.
So was it 123? We probably need to go by there and listen to what sounds are coming out of there. You know what I mean? Like, sound like a fucking pig farm.
That's what's cool about Cody is like to be able to be a racer and like come out and be the way he is. Like this is a multi-million-dollar event, and to be able to have fun with it, like we don't get that with your normal guys, Rick Schwally, like Steve Francis, like
Sam.
I think the only thing you're on Sam is secondhand smoke.
Tell him Sam has fun. Sam has fun in his own way. With like Feger's guys, Redbeard and that guy with the camera over there, I think they have a lot of fun.
Something else on Cody is like, I feel like a lot of people and the fans in general give him a hard time on this deal. And if you don't know the logistics of this place, there is so much here that's beyond his control. Like even the not leaving, during the day. Like I can't imagine a fan getting here at 3 o'clock and not be able to leave, right? Especially if you had kids and a family and stuff. But that's not his choice. Even for us, it's a lot of things we have to do here is a complete pain in the butt. But it's no different than going to a concert or a football game or something like this. This is all controlled by Ticketmaster. It's controlled by the Dome. The unions that charge to come hook up our wire, or our trailer has to be hooked up by a union electrician, which is like stupid money that he has to pay to get every trailer hooked up, even hanging some of these banners up. There's so much stuff here. Like Cody knows, he just has he can't, they don't budge. They can do it. Even like our fuel today was a dilemma. Like there's so many problems that he has to constantly deal with, and the fans and stuff are hard on, but they just don't understand. And like, I feel like a lot of drivers don't, but a lot of us now, we understand the hardships he has to go through to do this thing. And yeah, it's hard. Like it's a lot, and he does so much, but he gets a lot of heat that he probably doesn't deserve. That's just, I just want to put that out there. That's not his control.
Yeah, there's so many situations that even just like those football lights, and when they turn those babies on, how much brighter it is when they come A-main time, like that costs, a lot of money per hour. There's so many things that go into this event that people don't even realize that, like, when they flip those lights on for the A-main on Saturday night, like, that costs way more money just to do that.
The one year they blew that big bomb off and it burnt them tarps. It singed the shit out of them things. I don't know what that cost, but I know it wasn't cheap. Yeah.
I want to pay what he pays to have the cleanup. Like I've heard rumors of what it is, and it's like what he has to pay to have stuff done. Nobody really knows, and we all not we all, but some people are like, oh, why is tickets this or why is tickets that? This isn't a race. It's an event. It's a show. Like, and it's one of the best shows we race in. I mean,
in a downtown city.
I mean, I've tore up a lot of shit. Like last year, TERBO wrecked the shit out of me.
No.
It was Shepherd, but then TERBO.
Thank you. Easy. That's because I ran over Feger's raggedy-ass pop rivets. It fell out and had a flat. Had to run in the fucking last chance. Thanks for coming. Make some laps. Hopefully we give you some.
Like, what he does for this as a show, it's badass. Like, I'll come do it and I'll come support it.
I tell you, just being around Cody is, I mean, there's nobody else like him. He's building his own cars. and he's wild to be around. I got a chance to be around him for about a year or two there, and some of the best laughs I had was when we was at Mansfield, and he was building his own late model then, and I don't think we slept for 2 days straight. We went in there, drank beer, and just laughed at his ideas, but he had some freaking ideas, and he was putting them to good use, But guys like him there's guys like him that makes this thing. Yeah, he's got a vision.
Well, you look at this you look at this place in general, and what we talked when we had him on our podcast a couple weeks ago. We talked about the deal he did in Indy to start with the midget deal.
Indy indoors walk so the dome could run. And Indy indoors sucked, right? Like everything about it was no good. Like I raced in it, but
so on Indy indoors, it's during PRI where everybody's drinking and hanging out.
They had to build that racetrack within 12 hours. Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing is at least he gives a damn. Because, like, a lot of us have big ideas, can talk about it. But, like,
this
one of y'all's going to upfront however much money it is to do that. Like, you can't knock him at the end of the day.
People don't even realize, like, he
really
owned a brewing company. He's done so much shit.
He cares and he tries. And that's fucking worth more than anything.
He's been in every market.
He hit a home run, and he could have been a fucking zero.
Yeah, and you have to respect that part of it.
So many haters and people that wanted to see. I feel like there's a lot of haters and people that wanted to see this thing fail. Like, and doubters, and like, there's no way it's ever going to go, no way. And listen, this had his growing pains and this and that, but to see what he's done is amazing. And the other thing to that is, like, thanks to all these sponsors. Like, you see all these banners, and, like, there's a lot of drivers here that have been from behind him since day one, a lot of fans and a lot of sponsors, and it's so much work, but to have a vision like he's done and do what he does is crazy, especially for a guy that I feel like, he's a racer at heart and started he almost has like an outsider perspective, which is weird. Like, and I love crazy ideas and fresh ideas and stuff, especially in our sport that I feel like gets stuck in such a routine, monotonous, this is the way it's always been deal. So I love it.
Honestly, I think what people don't understand is, like, when you start promoting races, like the money that's on the line for the promoters, like they don't get it. I mean, I get it now. I had no fucking idea. I had no clue.
Should have seen at Makokata earlier this year.
Dude, I'll tell you what, you talk about sweating nuts.
Sweating.
You got a $250,000 on the line, or $150,000 on the line. That's hard money. That's hard R money on the line to put a race on.
Well, that's something I was going to say before Clyde showed up is, like the Nippy 50, like Jeff does a really good job of paying money. What's his Nippy 50, $2,000 or $2,500 to start?
2,000 to start on, 1,000 on Saturday, 2,000 on.
He's not one of these.
Friday, 2,000
Jeff's not one of these guys just putting up money, a big number to win, and letting everybody else starve. Jeff does a really good job of trying to get money throughout the field and get really good start money to us drivers, and it's really appreciated. So I'm sure them races you will have, that'll be your goal to work towards. And different incentives. You're always working harder to get other sponsors and hard chargers and this and that, and he does a really good job of doing that. And
that was the whole idea of doing that, because I've bitched about it just from listening to guys that we support, Jason, the guys we support, about you can't race these late models for $500 to start, man. So you got to pay these guys $1,000 or $2,000 to start or whatever, and the fans are going to come if it's a $10,000 to win or a $20,000 to win or a $15,000 to win, but the drivers are going to come for $1,000 to start or a $2,000 to start, or
Listen, I've always said this: if it paid nothing to win and the Dirt on Dirt top 25 was there, they'd be full. They don't care what it pays to win; they just want to see the best go at it.
If you don't have, let's be honest, you come to any big race in the country, just be honest, there's on a good night, I'm being generous saying 10 cars are probably going to have a really good chance of winning that, right? Let's be honest, that's what it is. But it takes 25 or 24 or 26 cars to start that race. And it cost every one of them fucking guys the same money to come.
People gave everybody Mike Hammerly shit, but you needed all of the Mike Hammerleys in the world.
Absolutely. And I keep saying, like, Luke, I feel like Lucas especially, they got us like NFL without a salary cap. They want to pay all this money and all these big numbers, but all they're letting 4 and 5 guys really eat, and the rest of the guys aren't doing so good. I mean, the guys that follow the tour get rewarded, but if you don't, you getting that show up money and some of them bonuses, you're in trouble. Like, and I was like, why do you race regional? I make way more money doing that than you do doing on some of that stuff. But like, there's enough for everybody to eat. Like, I mean, you look at the NFL, the parity and stuff, and that's all because of salary cap, right? Like, and I'm not saying like it's good to make money. Like, we all need to make money, but like, a lot of them guys dangle you along for this little carrot at the end of the fucking year, and that's tough, And I just appreciate Jeff trying to help that and look out for that. And he is kind of over in Iowa, is a little further away from a lot of the demographics from the racers that need to come support you. So the car counts ain't always the best, but I mean they're always pretty good.
I mean,
but he does pay good. I just wanted to emphasize that I think I went there to Nippy 50 and I didn't make the first night and I made the second night, and then like 2 weeks later we go to like an outlaw show for like 2 or 3 days, and I'm like, or maybe I think it might have been the Speedweeks, the Illinois Speedweeks, which is, I mean, let's face it, I'll say it, Flow pays horrible. Like, it's stuff, their pay is the worst other than the top.
Pizza for third place to be made.
A pizza for third place to be made? Yeah. Maybe, and that's cheese. There ain't no pepperoni or sausage on it either. Come on, Rigsby. And, but Jeff does he's a good buddy of mine. I don't care. I've known him forever.
I don't want to burn up my sponsorship. I get a lot of help, so
I love Rigsby.
I ain't gonna say much.
But I think I ran a whole week. I ran a whole week of this, and I didn't get the same money I got to make one race and miss one.
Give Babb the mic if he's gonna.
Let me just tell you the truth. There, JD's gonna get to 22,000. I'm gonna get a fucking free pizza. You know. I mean, really, you go watch. I mean,
do they kiss you?
If you watch my TV, it looks like the same 5 guys that win all the time, the big money stuff. But yeah, like me and you just said, realistically anymore, I want to know what the hell 5th pays. You know, because that's where I'm gonna run. You know.
I had a corner ask me, and this was in it was actually down in East Bay last year. East Bay, what's it pay for 10th?
Yeah,
$500. He said, what's it pay for 10th? I'm not gonna say who it was, but he said, because we're gonna run 10th way more than we're gonna run first. And it was a national team and a fantastic fucking driver, but that was honest. He's like, what's it pay for 10th?
You know, this is no shit. I mean, I bet you there's 20 of us sit around all the time, and the guys that are winning, they don't want to see it change, but you know, they just keep putting all the money on the top, and everybody, the guys sit around, they're like, you're really not helping the sport. You're helping the sharks. You know what I mean? I've been there one time or another, but it don't last forever, you know.
We have definitely veered off of where I thought this thing was going to go, with all of us sitting here bullshitting. But when you bring it up, like literally, it needs to mean something to run top 5. Yes. Like we need to. I think like all the promoters tell me, because I've taught, I won't say bitch, but I've taught on deaf ears for a long time. I probably bitched, but. Like it does. These races don't need to pay $100,000 to win. No. That's awesome. They do. They don't need to pay $70,000
to start, no matter what it pays.
And it needs.
Say it again.
Yeah. 10% to start, no matter what it pays to win. If it's 20,000 win, 2,000 to start. If it's 100,000 win, better pay 10,000 to start. I mean, that's just
100%.
Slow down a minute. See, I got an argument about that.
Because you're gonna win the dream.
No, I'm not saying that. Like it needs to mean something to run in the top 5. Yeah. Like it needs to pay 75% to run second what it does first, and then it needs to drop down from there. Like it don't need, like, yes, we need the other guys to show up, but we don't want to pay so much to start that as soon as the green flag waves, 6 guys pull in the infield, not to put any laps on their stuff. So it needs to have a tier all the way down, but if it pays $100,000 to win, it's fine with me, or most people to pay $50,000 to win. Put that $50,000 back through the field. Yes. If it pays $100 to win, 20 for second, it needs to pay $50 to win, 30 for second, and it needs to mean something to run top 5 in whatever event you're going to. Like we need to feed everybody. That's what everybody keeps talking about. Everybody needs money. Well, obviously the top guys are winning, and they're the one who gets all the money if they're winning. If they run second, they still most of the time lose money. If it would pay more, and then like from the bottom up, we could do this on so many different levels. Like I said, I've talked about this for a long time on deaf ears, but I really feel like we need to start announcing, if they want to say whatever it is to win, the hell with that. Let's say total purse. Yes. You know, we got a $250,000 purse. That sounds a hell of a lot better to me than $100,000 to win. I don't know what it says to everybody else.
Sounds better to the promoter too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, tell the truth about it.
We had Rick Eckert on earlier this year, and one of the things I thought he made a great point. He asked me, he said, what's your ideal purse? You know, and I don't really exactly remember what I said, but one of the things he talked about was how each position should mean something, right? So if you because we all know when you drive your ass off to go from 18th to 11th in a Lucas race or outlaw race, it's fucking hard. Like, it's not easy to just go driving up through there and get 7 spots. And when you get there, you get $300 more or whatever it is. And, you know, I think what he said was like $500 more a spot. Now, I don't necessarily think it needs to be that. But if it was $200 a spot and you pass 6 or 7 cars, you're going, well, I got $1,500. I'm pretty happy about this. Like, I think that is one of the things, because when 12th through 24th pays $1,000, well, why would you go out there and kill yourself and kill your shit and all these things in a 30-lap race for, you know, I can start 20th. I won the B main and I can get to 12th. Well, I didn't make another $1. And
I'll tell you something on the sponsors on the other side, on the standpoint side. Chris, who Simpson just left, he's one of the first guys to pull off.
Is it past his bedtime?
What's that?
Past his bedtime?
Yeah. Yeah. But he's one of the first guys to pull off if he's not doing well. But when you're racing for $100, why wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, we have to make good. We have to make good business decisions. At the end of the day, our cars are very expensive and it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
and there's
100%.
nights where, listen, there's nights where if my car's going to have to win and the track's rough and shitty, I'll go tear the hell of it. But when there's nights where it's not and you're not in a position, you got to make a good business decision. But I think we need Showtime money.
That's what the fans will understand.
Hear me out though. On this, like, how many nights do you see somebody come from the back? There's no reason the top 3 or 4 hard chargers don't pay more money every night.
Oh, 100%. I agree with
If
that.
you start dead last and you run 7th, you should not make less money than the guy that started on the pole and run 6th. That makes no sense. Or
one year on the Outlaw Tour, I got like 26 Fox hard chargers.
there needs to be some sort of Showtime money or like a hard charger deal. We're paying like the top 3 hard chargers every night more money.
But that's because you qualify around the bottom all the time.
Yeah, no, but listen, or how many nights? Oh, yeah, but how many nights do you like? Does something happen and this guy he puts on this hell of a run and maybe he come from a B main? Maybe he had bad luck and he comes from a B main and he runs his balls off up to 3rd, letting her rip, and then he gets a flat tire or something. Well, back down to $500 or whatever it is. Well, why can't that guy get more money for putting on a hell of a show? We are in the entertainment business. Like, whether we want to admit it or not, this is 100% entertainment business, and like, it's definitely not fake. It's real. But the guy that puts on a show, why can't we give that guy more money?
It looks fake when JD beats our ass at Eldora every year.
That's the part of the fans don't understand when they see a guy like, once again, like a Chris Simpson pull off. For $100, why run harder? It cost him, $80 a lap to run that fucking motor, roughly. I don't know what the number. It's pretty close to that, honestly, right? So why would he not pull off? He's running my motor a lot of the times, so I don't bitch when he pulls off.
Pumped. He's over there going, "Yep, get the beer out. We're happy." Yeah.
$15,000 for refreshing, right? Nobody talks about that. No, nobody talks about that.
15s if he's feeling nice that day.
So I mean, nobody talks about that. That's what the people who sit out here in the stands don't understand what it costs to do this. They're like, well, he pulls off, he sucks or whatever. No, it's fucking business, man. It's business sense. That's what they don't get.
Yeah, we walk a really hard line as a driver. Like, none of us want to pull off, right? We all want to go put on a show and tear the hell out of it, but when a lot of us are fixing our own stuff and paying our own bills or partial on bills or whatever, it's hard. Or if you got to race the next day, maybe tomorrow's your day, but like, none of us want to pull off. It's just, and so you're tearing between, do I need to put on a show for my fans that are here to support me to see me race, or do I need to like make a good business decision tonight? And that's really hard thing to do. And like, we don't like having to do that, but sometimes it's just the smarter thing to do. And
I've always said
I fight another day.
I think promoters need to be more wide open about the money side of it, about what it costs to put these events on, about what they have on the line opening the gates, about why.
I think a lot of people would be shocked if promoters in a general sense posted what they had to pay out a week. Not just the purse. Let's talk, everything. And so I think that would change things, and I say change things. It wouldn't change nothing. But if you saw what really has to go into putting an event on, whether it's all the marketing, all of the sponsors you got to go get, all of the purse money you got
trying to sell, and if you ran out, you're stuck with it.
Let's face it, there's a lot of big races
that cost $10,000.
Yeah.
If
Can we call timeout?
What, you need a piss break?
I think everybody does.
I do.
Good. Well, I want to say if Cody can rent this thing out and put on this deal.
All right, we're gonna. Yeah, this is a good time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Gateway Nation. We'll be right back because we all got to piss. No. All right. Well, hey, real quick before we get back into this, we're gonna do this just because Hoker brought this, and if we don't get it out, we'll be in trouble. But unfortunately for everybody, thanks to the sponsor of the show, and yeah, hold that down. Hoker brought us a nice bottle here. It does have, well, it says 25th, but we'll go with it. All right, here, hold on. It's got Jason Feger's number on it, the 25. So we're going to go ahead and pop the plastic on this and pass this baby around real quick. So, Jeff, thank you for bringing this. Thank you for being a sponsor of the show, too.
This is my wife's idea. She said we're going to drink this a little bit tonight. If we finish it, we finish it. But every week you guys do the podcast, we're going to have you a bottle of that, and you guys got to drink out of that to start the podcast. Now, that's from Penny.
We got to drink out of it to start the podcast, or we got to drink the whole bottle?
Whichever you like.
Yeah, the podcasts aren't going to be very good if we drink.
You got to blame my wife for that. Well, that's Penny's idea.
I'm going to go ahead and pop the cork on this baby. Not a shot in hell.
A good race car driver always keeps a Sharpie on him. This fucking guy.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, JD's got one on.
Hey, we won't talk about Nick drinking at the park.
Yeah, no doubt.
The juice boxes?
Fucking juice boxes. They'll get you.
Isn't that when the Australian quit? Was that guy Australian?
Wow. That's good.
I thought we was going to get
That's
serious
real good.
after the break. Now we done broke out the liquor.
Yeah, definitely not serious.
Well, that's pretty fucking serious.
Shit went haywire quick.
That's good. That's.
What is it?
It's bourbon.
I'll tell you what. It's.
Tastes more Canadian. It's from Kansas.
So like.
No, it's good. No, it's really good. Honestly, that's really good.
Huh? We started that like 5 years ago. We started giving all our customers booze for Christmas.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, that's super smooth.
We do. So we figured if we get our customers liquored up, they'll keep giving us booze or keep giving us freight.
This kind of looks like that pecan coffee that JD brought there.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Nick got in there.
You fuckers ain't even hardly got the neck out of the bottle.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we
All right, let's see it.
Hey, wait. Hoker says this as he's spilling his beer on his. Well,
I can't hold it all. Motherfucker.
He says, "You go drinking. I'm spilling my beer over here on my chest." Yeah.
Don't judge.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
Wow. We haven't been in Cabo practicing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Hoker's on like a month bender here, just finishing it up.
I just got off a cruise.
Yeah, I was gonna say you ain't
terrible.
no better.
It's terrible.
Well,
I need better friends.
All right, we'll send her one more time.
Yeah, I show up to this Freedom Rally.
I wasn't going into detail.
Hoker's Freedom Rally.
Oh
yeah.
man.
He's like, yeah, I got a big lot you guys could park in. And we're seeing literally signs on the fucking road that says Freedom Rally, this date. You know, it's like the day that we're showing up. You know,
Yeah. Was that Beatty, Iowa? A-Bay.
Yeah, and we're just like, look at that, there's a Freedom Rally. Whatever, we're just driving down the road. And Hoker comes pulling out with this dildo hanging off the front of his side-by-side. And he's like, yeah, you guys just pull back here. And we're like, well, we're at the Freedom Rally.
Yeah. Hey, listen. When we pulled in there, hey, listen, I'll tell you what. The first time we went up there, I called you. I'm like, hey, we'll stop in there. We were kind of going that way.
You guys were in South. You guys went from, was it Houston or something? You guys went down to South or?
No, we were in the north. We were in like Fargo, or we were up that way, or we were headed. Maybe we were headed that way.
You guys were going to Mason City on Monday or Tuesday, but you had a day off.
Anyways,
so we ended up at the Freedom
We
Rally.
pulled into this place, and I'm talking, it's redneck heaven as far as you can see. And there is bikes and campers, and I mean, there is shit everywhere. Like, we went to every campsite we could think, and we had Liam.
We drank everything you handed.
Yeah, we had my Australian with me, Liam, and
he's in bad shape.
we get to going, and somebody hands him a bottle, and Liam says, "Fucking juice box," you know. And next thing you know, he just is slamming this thing. We've got a race the next day somewhere, and we wake up
Mason
and
City.
he's in I mean bad shape. Like couldn't hardly. He's like honking.
Penny, my wife made you guys all breakfast, and he didn't show up. I'm like, where's the Australian at? He's puking by the fence.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's a bad deal. So what's you guys' rule? If you take the top off, as long as you have the top, you can close it back up. But if you don't have the top, you have to keep drinking it until you get the cap back.
You get back to the lid, bud.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Oh
if
yeah.
somebody shit cans the lids in the fire, it's gone.
That
You
was
got-
better run to every campsite and just steal the fucking lids.
Dude, hey, as soon as you throw the lid, the bottle's gone.
It's over.
Yeah. By the end of the night, I think that was like my game. I just kept running over and just grabbing lids
It's
and
our
chucking them.
42nd year of that deal.
Yeah,
It's a
don't
long
kid.
time of drinking a lot of bottles.
Yeah, who'd you guys have, like, Wes Atkins or something playing?
that year we did.
We've been
yeah,
talking a lot about Iowa. Let's been talking a lot about Iowa. Favorite racetracks in Iowa. We know what Illinois is.
I'm not spilling my beer this time.
Come on,
Gordy.
Hoker, this
Burlington.
Burlington's your favorite?
I'm Burlington. If I'm picking an Iowa racetrack.
Favorite Iowa racetrack?
I'm horrible in Iowa. I finally won a couple races there at the end of the year in Davenport, but I love Burlington, but I suck there. I go there every time. I'm all pumped up, and I'm like, this place looks awesome, and I think I'm going to get here, and I suck. But I love Brad and Jesse, and it is an awesome racetrack. I just can't get around it.
We know it's not Knoxville.
Knoxville?
I got the lid.
No, he's got the lid.
He's got the lid.
What lid?
He can put the lid on the juice box if
Favorite
you're done.
racetrack in Iowa? I'm gonna have to say Davenport probably.
I second that. That's
Not just because it's my name,
100%.
but no, like you can race there. You can pass.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, probably the most, I guess, popular one would be Knoxville, but I think it would race great if they would prep it for late models, not for sprint cars.
What about the one you stop at on your way to Knoxville now? That always looks like it puts on one hell of a race.
No,
Eagle.
That's fucking
County,
Van.
Shelby County.
Yeah, that thing looks amazing.
Oh, Shelby
That-
County. Shelby County's nice. Yeah.
That's-
Is that Iowa?
What about
No.
uh,
I don't even know what state I'm in.
what
half
about
the
Jerry
time.
Van Sinkle's place? Marshalltown?
Never been there.
I've never been there, but Jerry posts plenty of snaps about it.
You can come to Marshalltown this year when we do the 20,000 win on Tuesday. We're going to Mason City for 20,000 win on Wednesday.
Yeah, we're gonna call you about little show up money. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple pit passes and.
Call me.
Yeah, we can get there.
What about these guys? Iowa.
Yeah.
It's Davenport. It's still good, but it was really really good. And I'm not just saying it because he's sitting next to me. I
No,
think
it's not
I think
Ricky
you can
Clyde
watch the
Yeah.
you
Whoa,
know,
be
but
careful.
It's still
No,
good. I
fuck it,
went.
don't care.
Well,
it's not the Ricky Kai day.
It's not as good, but it's still
We need
but
to bring
it's
that
tight.
place back. I'll say it. I love that place.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's hard because I grew up in the South and we just race a little differently. Like we've always went out of our way to kind of race in Illinois, and I know it kind of fits me better for how I drive. Like I probably go to Gaffney and JD'd lap me 5 times. You know what I mean? Like you got to have a certain way of going
That
around.
place is in the South.
It's
Gaffney.
what so but there's a few for me it's that Davenport reminds me a lot of Why Not down south.
Could you imagine where Davenport would be today?
Yeah.
I'm,
Yep. Go ahead.
We don't give a shit.
Go
so
ahead.
Could you imagine where Davenport would be today if we kept going where it was 3 years ago?
Yeah. It was.
Right?
Listen, I mean, you had the Hawkeye 100 there.
It wasn't called that then, but yes, it's the same.
You
race.
don't. It was the same. You know what I'm
It's the same
saying? It
race.
was
a
the
3-day World of Outlaw show. It was 3 days at that time.
Yeah, and it was as good as it gets.
Man, and that place has so much potential, and it's got everything around it, and
yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a fantastic venue.
Yeah.
And it lends back to there's a lot of fairgrounds tracks that really go out of their way to help the races and stuff, and there's a lot that don't. That's what's hard for fans to see,
Yes,
and
it
like the politics. Politics are just awful in the
So
sport.
so Davenport's a
and
fairgrounds track,
that's
as we
what I'm
all know.
saying. Yeah.
Makokata, where we are now, is a fairgrounds track, as we all know. You got to be able to work with the people putting on your goddamn show.
Yeah,
That's what it comes
and
down to at the end
like
of the day.
Kankakee they have all sorts of problems with the promoters and this and that all the time, and yet they ruin good promoters, and just like Davenport, they don't. I'm not saying ruin a promoter, but they run off a good promoter because they're so hard to work with. And
I'll tell you,
there's so many good. Knoxville is obviously probably
the
fairground,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Knoxville is probably like. The cream of the crop when it would come to a fairboard track, right? Like
here's the
but
problem.
There's a lot of great fairboards out there, but there's also a lot of ones that half that they got to vote on something. Half that fairboard they don't care about
100%.
racing at all. It's just politics, right?
100%.
Yeah, and it just sucks when that happens. Or
the
or
problem is,
these people don't have that.
and I
vision.
get it. The problem is that the fairboards, the fairgrounds got to make money. The fairboards got to make money. So does the goddamn promoter. It's not a hobby for none of us doing this. None of us. All the racers want to make money, right? The promoters want to make money, and the fair board wants to make money. The fairgrounds have to make money. But everybody's got to make a little money.
Yeah.
They have to.
Right.
They can't all go here, and they can't all land there. Right. It's all got to be split some way, somehow, as a part of it.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
I'm not dogging Davenport. It's a fantastic facility and a great goddamn racetrack. Jeff Struck up there, man. I support him 100% right now. He's the guy promoting it. He calls me, and I'm like, whatever we can do to help up there, right?
Yeah.
But
he did a really good job at the end of the year.
Absolutely, he does.
I hadn't been there. I didn't.
100%.
My expectations were high. He did a really good job at the end of the year.
He
We had do we have 2 Mars races back to back?
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah. He did a really good job. So it's been a while, but like I said, my expectations were not high, but he did do a pretty good job.
He does a great job up there, and I hope it succeeds. Last thing I want to do is see any goddamn racetrack fail.
Yeah.
Whether it's because of the fair board or whoever it's because, don't matter. You don't want to see them fail. None of you guys want to see racetracks close, I don't think. No. There might be a few on the list that you might not want around, but yeah, but you don't want to see good ones like Davenport fail. Yeah. That's at the end of the day, right? And everybody needs to realize that.
Yeah. They have the facility. They have the facilities to host as big a race.
That place has so goddamn much potential.
Camping amenities like hookups, like water.
We got
plug-ins. Like,
on the east side, you guys have asphalt parking if it's shitty, right? I mean, just so much potential there. They got a quick trip right across the street, bud.
I mean, I talk a lot. I'm very opinionated.
No, not you.
Especially
we've never seen you on Facebook.
The older
or we've never seen you at the Wait, no, my favorite was I don't know if anybody.
No, I don't tweet.
My favorite was. Hey, listen, I'll tell you how opinionated.
I don't snap. I try to.
I'll tell you how opinionated Feger is.
My MySpace account.
I still got that.
Hey, I'll tell you how opinionated. Hey, Feger. Wait, no, hold on. Feger brought us around a sign-up sheet one time we were at Highland. Never forget it. He brought us out. He had detailed this deal out, and he put us on there. Which would you like?
A tire survey.
Tire survey. We had a whole survey. He was bringing it around
for
going,
Mars.
Mark this out. No, I know. I'm just telling. But it's just, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying it's just that's how you are. And it's a good thing because you got to have guys that are going to do. You got to have somebody who. Don't get me wrong. You have
Jason has the balls.
You've been around here for a long time and been around this. I mean, hell, you taught me a lot when I grew up racing all this stuff. I mean, I've been in his trailer a million times asking him questions. But
Feger's the first person that ever got me drunk. Swear to God,
he puked in my wife's car and he had to pay
the first time I ever got drunk in my life was at Jason Feger. Jupiter's Pizza. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember.
He does teach you a lot of
my wife
shit.
still reminds me.
That is a true. And we poured Morgan Bagley poured coffee in the fucking back seat to hide the throw up. Like they weren't gonna know. Abby cussed me like I was a fucking stepchild.
Yeah.
Like we drove home from the bar and Buddy literally is like, "Hey, pull Bagley, pull over." Right? Am I right? Hands me a cup of coffee. He's like, just spill it in the back seat. We ruined this. What kind of Grand Prix? Fucking ruined the back of this thing. And the whole time he's like, "All right, man, we got a race tomorrow. Rain out." Fucking first time I ever got drunk in my life, Jason Feger. So yes, he is a pioneer in a lot of
listen.
I will say this though. My goal, and people, listen, there's people out there on the keyboard warriors that want to say I'm a crybaby or that. My goal is to leave this sport better, with better rules and better, but just in a better trajectory than when I entered it, right? And I feel like, and I'm not talking some of these old timers, but like some of these guys, they didn't have a platform though either. The Social Media has given us a platform to have a little bit of power, and I want to see our sport succeed for generations. And I think it's a great sport. I mean, and it's a hidden gem, right? Where how many times we can't go to an NFL game or a NASCAR race or anything and go out there and after the race or after the game have a beer with your hero or a guy you admire, right? And I want to leave the sport in the best place possible. And I'm not knocking guys, but like Jimmy Owens and Billy Moyer are amazing, right? Like they've done everything, but they never bucked the system. They never voiced their opinions. Scott did. And a lot of people are like, well, he's just out for Scott. He's only out for Scott, right? Like, and some of his crazy ideas we should have done because he was out for the betterment of our sport. But my goal, when I say stuff, it's only, and I'm not saying I'm right by any means because I could be 100% wrong. But my goal or what my opinions are is to make our sport better going down the road for generations, not just because I'm not just the guy collecting all the money
and profiting right at this moment, right?
Well, and that's why I think when you look at this event, right, you look at this event as a whole, that's what this event does. This event has all gave us a platform in one way or another. You know, at the end of the day, every one of us gets to come here and be in front of the most people we'll ever sit in front of. I mean, I don't know what they had at Eldora the year. It was a record crowd, and it was only in the 20s. You know, but this event right here gives us the platform that we all want. Like, and that's what, thankful for Cody and these guys. But if we didn't have what they've done here at the end of the day for us, I mean, you think about all of us, we all know what we do in merchandise and what these people come up and buy, and the people that stop at our trailers and stop at our vendor booths, or if you're at the bar and they stop and see us, like, you know, I mean, everybody up here has done something in dirt late model racing. That's
we just I don't mean to interrupt you. We just appreciate the close connection we have with our fans.
Yeah,
and so here it brings it even closer because they're not sitting over in the grandstands, you know. And here is it's just a marquee event, and everybody's got more eyes looking down on us. And it's just a special place for all of us to showcase what we do.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you think about it too. I don't know how many people probably watch on Flow this weekend. I wish we knew.
Well, like that kind of.
Right.
We
don't, you know, but
we don't even get into all that.
Right, but in reality, I mean, you think about it.
That we have,
yeah, because because we all know what
we have plenty of viewers.
Yes.
Well, to piggyback off of what Feger just said, and like this has been an opinion of mine for a while, and I'll be the first to tell you I'm probably the stupidest guy here. Like, you know, and I know that.
I'm glad you said it.
But I just, like, this is one of the things that's always kind of bothered me, and now we're all kind of here. We can all be honest. So, like, back to, you know, what you just kind of talked about. Like, I think that at the end of the day, we all do this. Yeah, we want to make money. Yeah, we want to sell T-shirts. But we all started this because I'm trying not to look jaded right now, but you got to go up more. It adds 2 inches. When you're 5'11", want to be 6 foot, you got to put your fucking hat up. So he looks like a frat boy. He looks like a frat boy.
What you look like.
What you want me to forget?
You look like you drive a fucking tooted truck.
It's got. I can't say. It's got the squad stack. But like to go back on what Feger said, like one of the things that I've never understood, is and it may be just like what I said. I'm stupid, but like I think we all feel the way you do. I think we all want to accomplish what JD's done and what, you know, he has in the mod world and what he's trajecting to in the late models and all that. And I think that through all of it, even if, you know, no matter how much you don't like a guy, you know, if they're broke down on the side of the road, we're probably all going to stop and help them. But like one of the things, like I said, back to not go off on a tangent, but why have we never started a players association? Because like, here's the thing that pisses me off. Like, I know I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, but like to me, why can we not get? And I think this is why racers get so mad, and we've brought it up. We all have ideas, and we all get mad when we go to the higher powers that be, you know. Because at the end of the day, let's just be honest. It don't matter if it's you, me, whoever. They look down on us, and like my thing is, you know, you brought up the NFL, you brought up NASCAR, you brought up the MLB. I mean, listen, man, I bet on fucking Korean table tennis. But I can tell you this, every single one of those, and it is funny, but like every single one of those has a players association.
I'll answer. Wait, hold on.
The problem is we are not a professional sport. That's where a lot of our promoters get us wrong, because you can go buy a late model.
You can pay to play.
And you can pay to play. You can come up and you can race with us.
Yep.
They can't none of us go up there and walk up to the first green at the Masters and, you know, tee off with Tiger Woods.
I agree with that.
That's the only. That's here. Well, here, hold on. I know. Hold on. Let me
here's the thing,
and
this
get
is
some
what.
license. Yeah. You have to get a NASCAR license. Yeah, but you still have to get a NASCAR license.
No, I agree with it, and I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't want to go the direction NASCAR is. You know what I'm like?
True.
But so like here's my thing on it. We all bring up that we have problems, and they don't listen to us, and they're spitting on us. They rub their dirt off their feet on it. But like, I can tell you this, everybody sitting here, at some point you've probably paid for your shit, and now some of us are lucky, some of us still pay for it. Like Jeff Matthews does everything in the world for me and more than he probably should. Every night I drop the lift gate on Jeff Matthews' truck, it's $4,000. Every night that, you know, you guys drop your lift gate, and like that to me is where like it's frustrating to me.
It definitely costs Jeff more for you.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put that out.
But I'm just saying I agree, but the serious note of it is, like, we all do this at the end of the day because we love it. Like, whether we started in go-karts or, you know, I started in bandoleros, we didn't never listen, man. My dad picked me up from school and had a race car, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to be a race car driver. You know what I mean? And like, I wanted to be what I saw on TV, but now it's to the point to where when you get into all of the politics of it and you know, people in the stands are like, oh man, you know, like I know you joke about it, like, you know, oh, I just show up and drive. Well, at some point you had to work on your shit and you put a lot of work in to get there. And when you put your entire life, and I know I'm only 25 and I know you guys got a little more gray hair than me, but I'm just saying
that's all older you are.
Oh yeah,
they got gray hair. That's all I'm saying. Listen, my buddy Corey Hitchcock,
he's got great.
I had no gray hair until I got married.
JD and Feger got gray in their beard.
When you work your whole life for something.
Never got old.
Look at Babb.
He shaves. That's why he has no gray, because he shaves.
Yeah.
You work your whole life. You work your whole life to do something, and like one of the guys that I think that would be somebody that would be really good to lead, and I think we all respect him, and we all know he said it. You know, he's coming to the end of his career. Is Dale McDowell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why could Dale?
He
McDowell
has a lot of wisdom.
Because like he may not say things that all seven or eight of us sitting here are going to agree with. But I do think that we all could go to sleep at night knowing he's going to say things that, you know,
are going to better our sport.
You know,
for the
and
future.
You look at, I'm not trying to compare us to anybody, but I remember
T-Mac,
we were,
Overton, these guys always have spoke their mind and just put it out there. They don't care.
And they catch the flack from people that they're just being crybabies and they're whining. And I know, listen, we're racers. We all bitch. We're just, you know, some of us, we're just bitches. But like, my thing is like, I don't remember, I think it was Charlotte, I was a little kid, but I remember, you know, being a little kid, I thought the sprint cars were cool. And Charlotte one year, it had rained and was rough and they were going to kill somebody and they were trying to get him to race and all them guys got together and they're like, man, we're not doing it. Like, but the problem is now, and I guess this does tie into what you're saying is like somebody out there is going to roll up to win 50 grand and I know that's a problem, but for me, like there's nobody to stick up for us, but we're the ones, the people that fund our deals are the ones that pay the price for an unknown. I mean, listen, any of us could be leading, or anybody here could be leading for 50 or 70,000, whatever it is on Saturday and have a flat tire. And I understand shit happens, but there's also a lot of shit that happens that could be controlled and is just refusal to be controlled. Like I talk about going to Illinois a lot. Listen, Illinois got just as many shitholes as the South does. The difference is Illinois worries about working on the racetrack and not selling fucking hot dogs at intermission and having fucking whatever they're, you know what I mean? Like that's to me where I see a problem. And eventually, you know, the Matthews, the Landers, the Ties, you know, they're gonna get tired of it. And yeah, you know, saying, oh, you can find something else. Eventually we're not. You know what I mean? So I mean that for me.
Well,
I love that, like, you're a car owner and you're a car owner, and I love you guys to death. I think you're amazing talents, but let's face it, you both have done some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And like, right? But you've also done amazing stuff, right? I'm not knocking you guys all, but you can say whatever you want, and your car owner stands behind you. And that's great, because if it was NASCAR, you'd be out of a ride or you'd be suspended. Like, you could say what you
Turbo's
want,
been suspended.
but, like, we don't have to be politically correct, and I love that. Yeah, well, but I meant from the series, not from the car owner.
No,
like,
no,
what I'm saying is, like, our car, your guys' car owners back you. Like, right? And they're not worried about that. They love the sport and they let you guys be you. You like, and it's like you watch Smoke, like, and he's like, he looks so happy now because he gets to do whatever the hell he wants. And it's like, you see the NASCAR guys just like, oh, there's stuff like in this little box. They can't say anything they want, and we're just not there. And
yeah,
they want to be us. They want to be.
Every one of us every one of them NASCAR guys will be watching Saturday night, 100%.
Well, and that goes
they
back to
see
what
everything we do.
That goes back to what he said. Like he's right. I don't think there's no right or wrong in what everybody thinks. We're all entitled to our opinion, but I think at the end of the day, you know, like let's face it. We talked about motor freshens. We've talked about tires. Everything gets more expensive. Somebody pays for it, and at the end of the day, you know, there's still people doing the same stupid shit that was going on years before I was born. So like why, like at what point could we all get in a room, whether we like each other or not, you know what I mean? I know I've run into every motherfucker sitting here. But like that don't mean that, like I said, I wouldn't fucking pull over and help you on the side of the road, and I'd hope you do the same for me and all that. Like I think we do this because we love it. We all probably wouldn't say it. I think we all love each other. I just don't, like at what point are we going to stop bending ourselves over and letting whoever profit off of? Because at the end of the day, I'm sorry, you guys all said it. Listen, ain't nobody showing up to watch a damn race that you ain't at, or that you're not going to show up to. And like if it was just certain guys, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I'm just saying, you guys talk
It's
about
life.
the pros.
There's
You
winners and
don't
losers.
have to talk about what it pays to win. You're 100% right.
Well,
It's the names that bring.
Yeah.
But eventually you're going to run out of the names because the names themselves are going to get tired of it. The guys that pay for it are going to get tired of it. And like nobody works together in my opinion.
But the other cool part about this sport, though, the other cool part about this sport is how people back you up in it. Like, just because you're a part of it. Perfect example was during COVID and all that bullshit, the fucking China flu. My wife got stuck down in Jamaica.
My wife.
I had never met Gary Winger in my life. And I put a stupid post on Facebook because we were stuck down there for 2 weeks. And your dad, out of the blue, sends me a Facebook message. You guys are stuck down here. And I was just fucking around needing a plane. And the next day, Jeff Matthews, your car owner, sent a plane down there and got me out of. I never met your dad or Jeff Matthews in my life. But that was just because we were part of the sport and the things we've done. But that's the cool part about this sport.
Stay here real quick before we move on to the next thing. I want to recognize this guy. He's done a lot for you.
Yeah.
He's done a lot for you, and he's done a lot for Hoker.
He's done a ton for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's got me drunk a bunch of times.
So I want to. We always see RLM Motorsports on the race card. This is the guy that makes it happen.
Bobby Mitchell.
Yeah, Bob Mitchell.
He's a good motocross racer.
He's here to be a part of the show.
And he raced race cars.
This woman's over there. You know, if you want to shine the camera on her to say hello, she can come over here as well. But they have been a major part of dirt late model racing since I've been involved in it. They really have. Every time I see him somewhere, she's always got a smile. He does too. These folks here are the backbone.
Should always have a smile.
Yeah. But they're these
shots fired.
These are some of the folks that are the backbone of what you guys are doing.
Yeah. Well, with good reason. She's married to Bob.
Yeah. So, and, you know, I'd like to recognize just.
Go ahead, Bob.
Thanks, Don. I appreciate it.
Go ahead,
Gordy. Thank you. You invited me last week. I'm just a small part of the puzzle. I really am, but I become.
You love it though.
I used to, just like Shannon, I used to race motorcycles, and Brian Shirley. I used to race motorcycles, and I got tired of falling off, and I started racing stock cars. And when I quit doing that, I still wanted to be involved. You know, I had to step away from it 5 years. I didn't even go to a race, but when I got back into it, there was Jason Feger, married a very good friend of mine. I went to school with his mother-in-law and father-in-law, and you know, it's a small world. Jason really didn't know me until he got with Abby, and I met Hoker, and we became buddies, and it's been hard on my liver. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't drink till I met Jason or Jeff.
Yeah.
And, I'm corrupted now, but no, Austin, Ashton, he had so many good words. Jason, you had so many. I don't like the fact that the series don't listen to you or don't try and fix things. It is what it is, and I'm not bashing them because they all do it. And like you said, you can't go. I mean, this place. I've known Cody a long time. I'm very good friends with his father. You can't go to a event and be so hands-on, and it's not only this. I mean, you can go to LaSalle, you can go to Fairbury, you can go to, you know, Farmer City, anywhere, and go down the pits and meet people one-on-one. You can be in an airport, and hell, Hoker, we were leaving Arizona and ran into JD. He's sitting there, waiting for a flight like us, and he's just people just like everybody, and it's great that you can have that hands-on, that introduction. Turbo, met him in some places I probably shouldn't have been, but it's been good, and Jeff puts on that Nippy 50 and that World Outlaw race, and I'm a small piece of the puzzle, like I said, but I'm proud to do it, and I'm glad that I helped Jason and Gordy, and like I said, it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to me. So,
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
it is.
No, we appreciate everything you've done for all of us, because you not only at the end of the day do you sponsor race cars and stuff, but one of the other things I don't know if everybody knows is that you go to damn near every event. You're at massive events.
I remember
pay your way into a lot of these places, and that you're a race fan at heart. You just happen to help a few of us at the end of the day, and you also help us with headaches.
Here's
the
what I'll
next
tell
day.
you: it doesn't take a $10,000 sponsor, a 20, or a 40 or 50. It takes all of them.
Yep.
It takes 1,000 and 1,500 and 500. I don't give a goddamn what your number is. Yep. It takes every one of them to make racing work, to make us doing races to work, to make you guys with sponsors work. Yep. It takes every one of them.
Yep,
I had a lot. You kind of chuckled when you said that I go to a lot of races. Yep. So I don't know how many years ago it was. Went down to the Wild West Shootout. I think it was your first time down there, Jason. And Christy and I
started sponsoring him. That's how it went south.
That's It was the first year
you got some other drivers.
Hoker,
I don't know.
Hoker,
I'm probably way higher on that list.
Hoker sponsored Jason, and I walked into his
the
trailer.
house party was epic down there.
Well, this was the night before the house party. I walked into Jason's trailer, and JD was in there, and I brought you a 30 rack Busch Light and a handle of Crown, and I said, "Hey JD, how you doing?" Well, he didn't know me, and I had the hat on. He said to Jason, "Who is that?" And he says, "Well, it's Bob Mitchell. That's RLM Enterprise on my car." He said, "I can't believe you don't know him." He said, "That motherfucker goes to more races than we do." He said, and JD says, "Where'd you get that 30 pack?" I said, "Well, there's a store over by our Airbnb." He said, "Can you bring me one tomorrow?" So I brought him a 30 pack and a Crown, bottle of hand.
Sounds like
bottle of
JD.
Crown.
Hey, can you go buy this for me? I'll just drink it. Yeah.
Well, he asked me what he owed me. I said, "Not everybody can buy you a 30 rack and a bottle of Crown." So
I make him buy fucking everything. He's got more money than any of us sitting here.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
But anyhow, yeah, that's how that went.
Good for him there.
But anyhow. Yeah, those were Tuesdays are really making you money.
Yeah.
What's this game you got there?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, this is good. No, I think this is a great idea.
I'm gonna let Gordy start. You're gonna hold a bottle of whiskey, take a drink, and then you're gonna pick one person, and you're gonna tell some kind of little story. And then
it's got to be about somebody sitting.
That guy's gonna get the bottle of whiskey, and he gets to pick who up.
You can't fling it, motherfucker.
Yeah. We'll just do it. We'll bounce around real quick. I'll just talk about Turbo. So talking Turbo landed me on my lid. The only time I've ever been one in my late. No. Well, in a late model, like I already say. Yeah, I've been upside down twice.
Where else did you flip?
Nick flipped me when we were in quarter midgets when we were a little kid.
Oh, okay.
We're best friends, and he landed me right on my lid.
That's fair.
So one time I ever flipped quarter midgets was my best friend. So yeah. Fuck you, Nick.
And then the second best friend.
But yeah, so then Turbo hit Jason Round and somebody else Ryan Gustin.
I know,
and then I just happened to be the third one that was the lucky charm, and I landed just clean on my head, and I gave him the bird and walked over, and as I'm motherfucking him in the race car, he's like, "Oh, you crossed in this," and he goes, Are you all right? Like, yeah, I'm all right. And the best was Rick Eshelman was on the mic going, "Oh, they're talking about what they're going to get for lunch tomorrow, and I'm pissed, and I flipped them off and all this stuff. And then as I'm standing, he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm all right." By the time I walked away, I wasn't even mad no more. My fucking head hurt. That was really about it.
Is that when you got up on like the fence in 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I damn near. I was about 2 or 3 inches from death. So thanks, Turbo. But yeah. It's all good.
Orange Black Diamond.
Yeah.
Was there.
Yeah. Killed that race car. I was getting ready to go for 3
you're
Herald
welcome. Now
reviews
you got
that week.
Was that your
I was
last-
trying to beat.
Was that your last?
I was trying to beat
He's got a
Bab's
fast
record.
car
There it was the
now.
COVID year, and
Was
I
that your last Black Diamond?
Dude, he was the
Very last
remaining
one.
soldier for sure.
Yeah, I was trying to beat the Herald Review record that week, and I had to take some piece of shit there that week.
Honestly, the best, coolest story ever in my life. I could say a lot of shit fuck everybody here. No, I'm just kidding. Honestly, Babb, first time I ever went to Fairburn in my life. You're in the story too. I pull in. I'm from Texas, right? Don't know shit about shit. Park outside the gate. I park next to you.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Bullshit.
This is straight bullshit. No, this is real.
Yep.
Buddy's got his pit box strapped to the fucking side of the trailer. That's how long ago we are. This is OG. This is Gordy, no Trevor. Trevor's like 6. Babb pulls in late as fuck. We're outside the pit gate at Fairbury.
Finley.
Yeah.
Yep. So we run this race. I run the C main and run about smooth 12th. Don't make the race. Watching, I'm like, these guys are fucking good. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just there. I'm 16, 17. Gordy's next to me. He has a little bit more of an idea, and he might have run the B main that night.
Yeah, but I ran the B main. I didn't make the race.
Babb strokes these guys. Moyer victory circle. Stuck.
Wait. No. He won the race, but he also killed the lap car the same
Fair
night.
enough. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. But I don't know. I just watch. It doesn't matter. I watch, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I watch shit on TV. Babb wins this race. It pours in victory lane, right? And I know Shannon Babb, but I don't know who Shannon Babb is. And I'm like, and he's eating. They give you the birthday cakes at Fairbury. He wins the race. Everybody's happy. He's eating, and me and Gordy are loaded up, like, looking at this guy like, man, fuck this guy. Like, we suck. Like, there's 70 cars Summer Nationals race. He wins. Well, like, come to find out 7 years later, he had a kid that day.
Yeah.
Wins the race. It rains the whole time. And that was my first, like, experience. Shannon Babb didn't know who the fuck I was or that I was
Do you
there.
remember when the lap car guy walked by at the end of the
That's
night?
that's my favorite part.
Yes,
my favorite part of the whole
that
story.
leads into the next
This guy
part.
walks by and says, "Fuck you, Shannon." Blah blah.
Who
He
was
said,
the lap- who
he
was
looked-
it?
Hey, no.
Who was it?
The 9. It was the 9 car. The 9 car.
Lyle.
The 9 car.
Lyle's
the 9
anchor.
car.
Lyle's anchor.
Not
Lyle's anchor.
Lyle's anchor.
Wait.
Lyle's
Hey,
anchor.
wait. They're bitching. They're like, "Fuck you, Babb."
Yeah.
Blah blah.
And it's
Babb
pouring
looks at me.
rain.
He said, "Move it or fucking lose it, buddy."
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get
Yes,
Lyle
it
wound
did.
up.
It was pouring
All I
ass
know
rain.
is you boys have been in the same shoes. When you're desperate, you'll fucking do whatever
Yeah,
you gotta do. Man.
it was. But that was my
Yeah.
that was my first like Illinois
Yeah.
experience. And Babb, low key, still is my hero. He's
Yeah.
the greatest race car
Yeah,
driver of all
dog.
time.
No
Sorry.
doubt.
I love
All right,
Babb.
you're up.
But I watched it in person, and then that's when I met. I didn't know who the fuck Gordy Gundaker was.
No,
and I was
we had
like,
no clue.
we parked next to
This-
each other by the end
Wait,
of it. We were
this
like,
turbo, like the fuel pump went out. This
Yeah.
was like we had like not normal fuel
yeah, we had
pump.
CV
Block
pumps
pumps.
on the front.
Looks over and like this fuel pump's knocked off. He's sitting over there and he's got like a checkered blanket, like
Knocked
the old,
off?
Yes.
like the checkered
yes,
blanket.
I had the shit you get the RV
yeah,
place.
yeah, like the checkered deal. He's
Yeah.
got that as this mat, you
Yeah.
know, and he's going over.
Dude.
There's fuel everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll tell a Nick story, I guess.
Yeah.
So, everybody remembers a couple summers ago when he won every damn modified race there was. So we're at Highland, and we're looking at the lap times. He runs faster in the feature than what we did.
Yep.
In his mod. But the kicker was, what's your car? He broke a left rear shock, and he had no shock and spring at all on his car.
Cammed over.
Cammed all the way over.
And won. And the lap times were still faster than I think I won that night, but he was faster than I was. So anyhow, then they came down and attacked him, and they're like, "Well, you can do whatever." So Mason, you know how Mason is, motherfucker. I mean, he's slinging wrenches and shit. He's climbing in there. What are you going to attack? But the best part of it was the next day, Nick's there at my shop, and he tears apart a shock, and he's in there grinding on it, doing all kinds of shit, rebuilds it, puts it all back together, and goes again. So, I mean, I think that's why he's going to be hard to beat one of these days, because he knows how to freaking make his clock tick. You know what I mean?
So Turbo's cleaned out every left front I've ever had, 100%. So we'll go from him.
Got one at Charlotte.
Well, oh yeah, 100%. I did tell him, like, listen, I changed lanes and he fucking cleaned me out, whatever. Like, it was partial my fault.
I was
He's not gonna
I was
win.
down there wrenching on this thing. I was mad at you.
Yeah.
I was too.
run 18th or 4th here.
Yeah. He chose
Yeah,
he
fuck
chose
that.
fourth.
Fuck that, they called me
yeah,
guy.
he chose fourth.
Don O'Neill taught me that.
As far as Winger, I'm just his modified tech guy. Like, as far as fucking setup
Whatever.
guru, whatever. Babb, I've stayed at his place a million times. We went to Wisconsin Dells. Our kids get along great. It's a good time. But what I want to talk about is when I drove for Scott. My best Scott story is we were leaving Cedar Lake that same weekend. So here we go. We leave Cedar Lake, and I'm pissed off because we ran terrible. I felt like we had a car that could win the race, whatever. And I drove for the first 2 hours, and then Scott takes over. I go to sleep. Natural light. That's rough. So what ends up happening is we end up in a casino parking lot believe it or not. We have a flat tire. He said, I just knew that there was a big parking lot right up the road here. And I don't know how many hours we sat at this fucking casino parking lot. He woke me up by hitting me in the knee with a wrench. It was like, hey, I need help changing this tire. He wasn't going to wake up Cody Summer, by the way. He wasn't going to wake him up because he knew he'd get his ass chapped if it was Cody that he woke up. So he woke me up to change this fucking tire for him. And so that was my best on the hauler. Yes, on the trailer. So that was like the best Scott story I had is like he knew he couldn't fucking wake Cody up because we were in a casino, and he was probably pulled right in there after I gave him the fucking steering wheel and the keys. And he wakes me up 4 hours later and is like, hey, we got a flat.
When I was a kid, he'll know what I'm talking about. One of the big things at the end of the year was they call it the Turkey 100, Swainsboro, and it felt like either him, was it William Thomas, or I don't know if Madden ever won it, but he was always really close. But it was them same three every year. And this was back when JD wore that black Oakley beanie everywhere, and I remember seeing him roll down in the pit. He probably don't even remember this. Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready. Yeah. So, dude, he rolls up to staging, and I'm like, dude, this motherfucker's like getting ready to go out to qualify. Still got his helmet off. Well, I'm like, what is he doing? He fucking pulls. He fucking looks around. He flings that motherfucker, puts his helmet on, quick time, and I'm like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you guys, all of you, for being a part of this. We'll get a quick cheers in right here. That means you too. Yeah. Thank you guys for being a part of this. From the Dome, this was badass. And thank you guys at home for, everybody who keeps watching. Make sure you tune in this weekend in Flow Racing. And we love you guys. And keep tuning into the Dirt Parlor podcast. Drink some more beer.